All right, we're live. Welcome everybody to next episode of Craig Butler's Football Unfiltered. As always, you have Mr. Craig Butler himself. How are you, Craig?
I'm great.
Good. Long day.
Long day.
Yeah.
Training.
Yeah.
Again, as usual, we have to get the job done, whether we
Yeah.
sick or not. So
Yeah.
it was good to go. So
It's good to see. Good to hear you're still out there, just keeping busy. Even after Mona's the season's over, you keep working. So,
well, remember we use the money to really practice games.
Yeah.
We our focus now is really good to have all the players back. Whisper back in training, Dylan back in training.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, well, no, it's a pleasure to have you guys joining in today. So this will be, well, I'll be leaving for a month, but I can still call in remotely, like to do some more shows. But hope everyone's going to have a good holiday season. So we'll have this special episode before then. So we're going to introduce now Demario Daly, who is a Phoenix Academy striker, and he was recently called up for the U17 Jamaica is it trials, or he's called up for the team.
Well, they did trials before,
Okay.
but I think they're doing a process of elimination still.
Yeah.
So they've called in this group, and I'm proud of them. Good boys.
All right, so Demario, we're going to bring you on now. So, hey, Demario, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
All right, welcome. So, yeah, just off screen or off stream, we were asking you some questions. We want to ask you on the stream. But so you were called up for the U17 trials. I mean, how does that feel for you? How's and also give us a bit of background about you, about how long you've been at the academy and
Well-
what's how things are going.
Well, to start it off, I've been at Phoenix All-Stars Football Academy for 4 years now, and it's a very long journey. A lot of experiences, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of learning processes. Yeah. And
Angel.
yes, coach.
It's Angel.
Engel. Oh, okay. See, that I didn't recognize his name, but I recognize Engel. Okay, can you still hear us, Engel?
Yes.
I think it's our internet. I was wondering if the thing is going to work or not. Extension. Okay, I'm going to set up. This is fast.
So we're still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
He's back. Angel, you have internet problems at home or no?
No, coach.
I think
Oh, so it's probably our side.
Yeah. Okay, it came back up, but if it drops off again, I'm going to switch the Wi-Fi. Yeah. So we were talking about how you're feeling about the trials coming up for the U17.
One clarification, Angel.
Yes, coach.
When they came to Phoenix, you were in primary school?
Yes, I was in 4th or 5th grade.
Okay, so if you're in 4th grade and you were about 10 or 11?
11.
So you're now how old?
15 years old.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's 5 years, bro. So he also played Colts this year.
You know, it did.
So, Angel,
Yes, coach.
needless to say, I'm very proud of the progression that you've been doing, along with the other boys. And just want you to continue.
Yes, coach. Definitely.
We're not going to do a lot of talking this evening. I'll leave that more up to you, brother. Because I just have a feeling right now.
Everyone comes to hear you, but I'll try my best to
No, man, no
forward
problem.
to yeah, but Demario, so how are you feeling about these trials coming up for the U17 Jamaica?
Well, first of all, I'm very proud for the opportunity to express myself, to get a chance to represent my country, and make it to the World Cup qualifiers and also make it to the World Cup and make the country proud.
So have you been working hard for this? Like what have you been doing leading up to these trials?
What I've been doing,
Yeah, how have you been training? Have you been working hard? I mean, what are you doing anything differently?
well, the training, it's a bit different. It's kind of new to me. It's kind of more professional and it's intense. Yes, and I've been working hard, but you know, I'm training with two injuries. But as you already know, a phoenix never dies. So I have to just go out there and still do it because I need to make coach proud. I need to make my family proud. Yes, so I just go out there and still give it my 100, even when I feel bad. So I just go out there and still do the right thing because I have to make my family proud and coach proud.
Well done.
So what are your goals out of this? So when exactly is
Do me
the
a favor. Ball of care. Make
What do
sure
you say,
that
coach?
hold on, Angel. I just want to make sure of something. Ball of care, who is one of the guys who commented. Can you guys hear us properly? Just if you're out there and you're able to hear us, we're just starting, but I want to make sure you guys can hear us properly.
and I'm going to switch to the other my phone's Wi-Fi.
Okay, so you can hear us well now. Angel,
Yes,
hearing us
coach.
good?
Yes, coach.
All right, so all systems go.
Okay. All right, cool. And thanks guys for joining in. Hey Davian, we're on his TV apparently.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, Engel. So I was just saying, when is the trial dates?
Well, they went in already.
Okay.
They just broke camp, this group. They're bringing in another group. And then they'll call them back again in either this week or January. And we'll see. But I think the competition is in February,
Okay.
which is very short period of time to prepare a team. But, we just have to, have the boys go out there and do the best that they can and, trust in the coach that they have.
Yeah.
There's not much more that we can do at this point.
Yeah.
We know the limitations, so we just have to pray.
Yeah.
And do the best. Pray as if everything depended on God, and work as if everything depended on man.
Yeah. So you had a couple training sessions already, Angel?
Yes.
Let's the public probably don't know you very well.
Yeah.
So let's give us a background on you. How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old?
I'm 15 years old.
Okay. School you go to?
I attend Kingston College.
Yeah. What would you say are your main attributes?
Well, my main attributes are power, my physical ability, my acrobatics, and shooting.
Yeah, that's true. You do good bicycle kicks and those things.
Yeah, good head and in the air.
Yeah, air battles. With a lot of those. Let's tell me of what you did accomplish in primary school that I don't think anyone else has accomplished or probably ever will.
Yeah. So when I was in primary school, I was playing Premier League and I got leading goal scorer and top goalkeeper for the season and actually won the competition by doing that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
leading goal scorer and the best goalkeeper. Tell us how you accomplished that.
Well, I would say I'm a very talented player. I can play all positions on the field. So we never really had a good goalkeeper. So I kind of showed leadership and probably scored 2 goals and go in the goal and started to keep. And like if they have a free kick or anything, I'll just take it and score. That's how I do it.
And you're able to win for St. Richard's, eh?
Yes, coach.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Have
thank you,
another
coach.
couple of Phoenix players actually went through St. Richard's. Zizou as well, eh?
Yes, coach.
Yeah, so tell me now, you've gone on to high school played Pepsi. Yeah,
That's
played
good.
Pepsi in high school, and he played Colts. I was an advocate. I still believe that he should have been in that Manning Cup team because they really needed a power striker, and they needed somebody who would, even if not that striker, because he can play like a defensive midfielder,
Yes,
somebody who
good.
would get the balls and get it to Whisper or whatever,
That's good.
But I guess different people have different views. So you're now called up to the national under 17, and well, how did you find the players that were there, the talents that were there?
Well, there are a lot of quality players there. They're very talented. Yeah, that's what I say about them. All of us there, all the players there have quality, and they're good players to be around. Their energy. Yeah, I like their energy.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
And how many other Phoenix players went with you there? Were calling.
Uh, Theo, Dylan, Bell, Dip, Leighton Murray, and yeah, that's all.
Theo Bell, Dip, Dylan, yourself.
Yeah.
You're missing a goalkeeper, man.
Yeah, Leighton Murray.
Oh, Fat Jet, yeah, late man. So why they call Fat Jet Fat Jet?
Uh, because he's fat, but he's also fast.
Yeah, very fast. All right, so how did the other boys perform?
Well, all of us performed. All the boys performed well. They were executing the coach's instructions and doing the right thing, especially Theo and Dip, and actually everyone.
So how did you play any practice games or
Yeah, I played.
squad games?
Yeah, I played in the squad game yesterday. I think. Yeah,
Okay, what was the score?
I think it finished 3-3 love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How did you score any goals or no?
yeah. I scored one goal. I scored the first goal.
Okay. Nice. All right, so let's talk about your other teammates. Let's talk about your Phoenix experience because we want to we're bringing on others, right? But want to look through the lenses of the younger players for everybody else. What the experience here is like, what the players around you are like, and what you think. So since you're a KC boy, let's ask you um, what you think of um, Whisper.
Whisper.
Yeah.
Well, Whisper. We're coming from a long way. We've traveled to Europe like four times. No, we traveled to Europe, no, all over Europe, and went to Cayman before. Whisper is he's a very good individual. He's a good friend. He always have your back, and he always motivates you, and he's very humble. Yeah, that's what I would say about him.
Yeah. He's always jumping on my back, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes bigger, like Jackie Head, you know. So once I don't turn my back, I feel somebody on my shoulder. I know what's coming next. He's jumping on. You care. Yeah. One day,
Yeah.
I don't realize I'm getting older. One day, I'm going to just crumble.
Yeah. Well, how'd you feel about his performance this year?
Well, I was very impressed by his performance this year. I think this is the best I've ever seen him. His performance was outstanding in the Manning Cup this season, also in the Champions Cup. Yeah, but it was unfortunate how he didn't got to win any of the trophies though. But I think he was the best player of this Manning Cup.
Yeah.
Great. Tell me now. Who's that? The
There's no name there.
the in your estimation, right?
Yeah.
What would you say are the best attributes of Whisper? And what does he have that you don't see other players have?
I would say his movement. His movement off the ball.
Really, that would be that's actually interesting because I heard today I don't like to say clown, but a clown said that he didn't think Whisper moved enough or worked enough.
Really?
Yeah. Now you have someone who is the leading goal scorer of the Monaco, but he's also the leading assist
Yeah.
in the Monaco. So you don't do assists unless you're actually working. You know,
Yeah.
a man can stand up and just kick the ball in the goal, but for someone to assist a lot on the goals, he has to be creating, dribbling, moving.
You're very ably
Very-
aware of everyone on the pitch.
Yeah. So it's interesting that you said that, and it's true. It really works, but people don't understand. When you look at Mbappe's game against Morocco,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? There were periods of time when he went dormant, you know, and then he just erupt, and that is a lot like Whisper's game.
Yeah.
You know, you'll see him. He's just, it's like a crocodile. You know, you see him in the water, and he's waiting, and then he just attacks. You know, it's the same with even Angel can be like that as well. You don't see for the whole game. Next thing you know, two's in the back of your net.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I like to. The guy who said it, it was just so hilarious that they can go
Or
to
was it
that
on the
level.
radio? Or?
The person who said it was Dennis John, actually, on an
Oh, okay.
interview with Ryan.
Okay.
You know that he thinks he's a great. What he was trying to do was to put him down, but not put him down. So he was, trying to. A lot of people like to, when they know they want, they're going to start fighting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets. I know them enough. He's gonna start fighting him. So what he's doing is preparing the country for that fight to come. So he says, "Oh, he was sitting with somebody else, and at the game watching the KC game, and the guy who is an international coach said, "Oh, I wouldn't pick Whisper on my team because he doesn't work hard enough, and that's something he has to work on." Before you can go to the higher levels. If you're on the Gen Second, the GFF, and we are actually saying that to the public, what you really are saying is, I don't think we're going to call him because we don't think he works hard enough. And when he takes some time and work on that, which will give them another year to keep him out, then but it's not my opinion. It's just an international coach. He doesn't call any names or anything. Just an international coach. Meanwhile, the kid, all those people that you're saying are working more than him. The kid has 30 goals scored in the Monaco.
And you can't dispute that.
Yeah, 30 goals. No one is even, the closest person to him is 20 goals. And that's my player again. Dujuan. Yeah. And the next closest person to him is 16 goals, and that's also my player, Zayn. Yeah. So, and he has the most assists. So how can you say off one game that he doesn't work? Yet, he's going to pick up the ball, run past the whole of JC's backline, and go his feet, and he gets a free kick, and he scores the free kick himself. Boy, Angel, try to make sure you stay back strong because the fight is real. You understand?
Yeah.
Fight is real, but don't worry, we'll get to know.
How was your Colts season?
In my Colts season, I was injured for a period of time, but I finished it with 8 goals and 3 assists. Yeah, we dropped out in the quarterfinals.
But for me, next question.
We need to start recording those Colts matches too.
Of young times.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Who would you say is the best young midfielder under 17 years old in the country? Tell me your top 3.
My top 3? All right, under 17. Theo.
Who is Theo?
Dylan, Benjamin McKenzie,
Where's he from?
Dylan John, Phoenix, and I'll say Dylan John from JC, also a Phoenix player, and definitely Jamani Bell,
Where is he from?
Phoenix, and he also attends Ulmers.
No, you're a biased person. That's why. You can't tell me
Me?
that the best players under 17 in the country is from one academy. How do
Just
you
my
know?
opinion.
Why are they best? You would say they're the best. Why?
Dylan, his creativity and his vision. Bell, the same thing, creativity and vision. Bell creates chances, especially in the box because he's swift and he plays smart. And I'll say Theo, he has the transition because he knows when and when not to. He knows when to slow down the game. He knows when to play the game fast. You know when to switch the game. Yeah. So he basically controls the midfield.
So that's three players from three different schools, but they come from one academy. The problem, I'm wondering if, because they have this thing where they say, oh, well, we want to try and make sure every school get one of the best, get a chance in. So I'm asking you, Angel, what you think, right? There's still, let's get him on board. I see him actually. Come on, bring him on.
I just disconnected.
He disconnected?
You just disconnected. See if he comes back.
Yeah. Let me tell him. Because for me, when you have players like that, you don't want to say, oh well, you want to satisfy the the schools or the clubs by giving them each a little player in. You really should be choosing who are the very best players that you have available. Yeah. So they say we should we need to ask an independent person. Let me put it out there to you guys in the let me ask you something. Let's do some statistics, right? Who was the best player on Wolmer's Manning Cup team this year, in your opinion?
Me?
Yeah. Did you watch them play a lot?
Yeah, I watch them. I would say the number 8 for was and Bell.
Okay. So Bell would be in the top 2 in the team. How old is Bell?
14.
Wow. Okay. So who's the number 8?
I'm not sure. I only watched 2 Walmers. That was the matches that we played.
All right. So is there any? Let me ask you now. At Mona, who was the best attacking midfielder that Mona had?
Theo?
And he's just turned 16.
Yes, coach.
How far did Mona go in the Manning Cup?
They made it to the semifinals.
With a 16-year-old, that's the best on that team at attacking mid. And that's a good case, you'd say, yeah? You agree?
Yes, coach.
So who any independent people want to chime in and comment and give us your opinions? We appreciate it too, it's no problem. Right? Tell me this now. And Dylan played on a Manning Cup team where he got maybe about 3 or 4 man of the match performances during the season. Yeah. And his team went on to win the Manning Cup, even though he didn't play in much of the latter games. Because JC employed his Caribbean college tactic. So we let's see
Theo?
yeah, bring on Theo.
Hey, Theo, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hi, little Ted. How's business?
Good.
Yeah, well, have you been watching this stream before you came on or no? Okay, so you don't know what we're talking about. Who would you say is your top two midfielders? I'm sure you're gonna count yourself. But who do you say is your top two midfielders under 17 years old in Jamaica? So say 16 and under.
Me and Dylan John.
Yeah? And who would you say the third one would be?
Ramani Bell.
Why would you say that?
Because my experience playing with them good. We have a good communication. Like when I see nobody upon our level in terms of the training we will get, the work we put towards it, sure. And if we go anyway and if we play match up our midfield would be the stronger midfield over anybody else midfield.
For real. Well, that's true, yeah. What about the accomplishments with Bell, right? Was Bell and Dylan, I think, was on Jamaica's under 15 team as well, too, right?
Yeah.
Couple years ago. Was it last year or the year before?
So,
Last year. When did you go to Europe?
Last year.
All right. How many goals you scored this year in Manning Cup?
5.
5 goals. How many assists?
7.
Wow. During Manning Cup, how old were you?
15, I got turn 16.
How did it feel as a young 15-year-old playing against players that are 19, 18, 17?
It never really was a what could I say now? Like, but play with bigger boys, play with big man actually at our academy. So but they have the level, have the potential, everything for match up with them pace and them level. It never really was any problem to me. It's just that I was injured, a back injury. So it kind of hard for me.
Yeah, I remember that. Remember them back stretch over there for before the game, he couldn't kick. In one particular game, you drove a shot from long range and hit the post. Who was it against? Casey?
Casey,
Yeah. Really, really top shot that, you know. And I think it was actually, if that had scored, it would have been one of the better goals of the season. Let me ask you this. What do you think of Leon Bailey as a player?
he's a good role model for the country. A lot of people look up to him. A lot of us from the academy look up to him. We want to follow him footsteps in terms of learning after the mistake he made as a kid growing up, so we don't make that mistake and to get forward in our life.
Does he share those mistakes with you? Does he talk to you guys about it?
Yeah.
What him say?
Say that he was once a kid just like us coming up. The mistake he made, you don't want us to make that mistake, so you share it and tell us what to do and what not to do. So while growing up, we know what to do. We listen because I know just him alone learning from you, learning from Kyle, Sharky, Martin Davis, all of them.
For sure. So tell me now, I want to look at, we're going to just watch a little clip of Leon when he was just a little older than you, when he was 17, 18. Let's watch some of it and see how it looks.
Video.
Hold on, we're lining it up. So here's Leon at 18, and everybody's playing schoolboy football. This is what Leon was doing at 18 years old. Yeah? This is what I want for you guys. Yeah?
I remember he said in his interview, he said that if he played many, he would have never been able to show this stage.
Yeah. If I can avoid it, I want none of my better talented players at 18 years old.
Yeah.
This is what they need to be doing. What the hell is that?
It's an advertisement.
Yo, give me your thoughts as you're watching this. And anger.
If him can do it when I'm 18, anybody else can do it when I'm 18 too. Just have the mindset, mentality. That's the right thing every time.
Should just train hard, just as he did, and just trust you. That's all.
Look at the pace at which he's running with. There's no. If you notice, you'll see similar things to our players, the Whispers, the Zanes, you know, the Papa. But he doesn't slow down while going. You know? Action is quick, fast, professional all the time. And once he passed, he's gone. The pan cut, right, knife him. You saying that there's similarities to our players? Yeah.
Yes, coach.
What is it?
Deep and cut, that be whisper. Anytime deep and cut, the keeper in a problem.
Yeah.
The PS, the confidence.
No, I remember also in the interview, he said that playing that game at this time was probably happy. No, he just couldn't have
Yes. I would tell him that every game. Go out there and start mash them up like it's a Sunday evening out there playing with the team. We used to train all week long.
Yeah.
And then on a Sunday, it would be fun. Yeah? I would just, I mean, there's a video we have called The Fun in Phoenix. I think it's on YouTube. I'm playing.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody's playing, and we're just having a ball. I was reminding him of that before he goes out there. Enjoy yourself, you know? Enjoy the game. I think Jamaicans, especially manning up people, put too much emphasis on, oh my God, we're JC, we must win. No, just enjoy the game. Because it doesn't mean that. You know? What means it a lot is this. The opportunity to play at this level is high. You understand? I get to look like Theo and Dylan and Jamani and Demario, the opportunity.
I mean, unless you are Jamaican, a lot of international coaches, they just look at this and say, oh, high school stuff. What is high school stuff?
Yeah.
Or other things. They want to see youth league, they want to see Academy League. So when you say Manning Cup to agents in Seattle, you have to educate them why Manning Cup is important. So that's why.
Yes. Dead boy. Eh? That's dead. I see those crosses. You see it stay up? Not every ball have to go to the line and it can whip it from right. That's it. All right, now let's fast forward. Let's skip that. And let's look at which one. Can we have both of them right at the same time? Or no? Saturday morning trains at 7:30. Right.
Let's take a look at the highlights here, and the majority of the chances went to Kingston College, and this was the first one. It was a good one. Richards beating Cutler near post.
Yeah, beautiful goal, just coming inside, switching flank and going across.
Cut in.
Go on his
The pan cut.
In the second half, they went up a couple gears, right, Jeremiah. Walker Paul, this was.
And it,
Finishing.
the first goal was good, this was better. This was the top pick of the bunch, the cherry on top of the cake. He just watched it expertly. His execution was perfect.
Richards getting his second of the game. And he was involved in the third goal as well. Just touching this one inside, and then this was blocked at the back post. And the bang, the finish.
How can you say it wasn't working? How did he even see the player? I have no idea.
Then it's struggling to the man now work, man. It doesn't work.
And he picked it up beautifully. Curved it into the far corner with the left foot. What an easy double. Kennedy with a lovely ball and a beautiful header from Richards to make it 2-0 in the 6th minute.
His sense of positioning is so accurate.
Richards had his hat trick. Set it on 5 games. Richards teasing the defender.
That doesn't look familiar.
Lifting it up to the right foot. The shot.
You see why the skill sets you guys practice every day are important, you know, Angel?
Let's go.
Because that makes you comfortable to run at the defenders, you know? Because you know what you can do, or you can turn. That's it.
And the easy tap in for Shawnee Kennedy.
The ball just going through his legs.
They were done Kingston College. Richards again inside the box. Laying it up to Johnson. Unselfish of him. And Johnson
Clear. Jose Martin.
second half now. And Kingston
Not working.
kept the pressure on.
Not working hard enough.
Dropping inside.
Not hard enough.
Dropping the shoulder and hammering the right-footed drive. Goalkeeper got himself, got a hand to it, but it was a strong.
You know, a lot of people have that.
His customer step over,
Big time.
then he lays it on the right foot, and the goalkeeper there.
Say the right things, well,
You really can't fault
all of
him.
that. But at the end of the day,
7-0 for Kingston College. Dejan went for Richards.
it's nothing bullshit.
Again
You know?
in the 58th minute. This time the cross.
I'm not always the most eloquent in how I
Second of the afternoon.
deliver
88th minute.
my messages,
Richards. This time,
but I speak the truth.
foot and drilling it
You know,
far.
how can you say Dujuan Richards doesn't work hard enough?
Takes the position well into the far right.
How does he get the balls in those positions?
Kingston College would
People
get
are
the
marketing.
ball.
Look at him work.
Dejan
Is that
Richards
work?
released down the right.
That's not work.
His speed, cutting the ball inside, and Mattis.
Very next play, KC jumped in their tally. Dejan Williams, their star performer this season, is Dejan Richards, I should say. Finding the far corner.
Who chested it down and then had a weak header. Dejan Richards, and he beat Akeem Bernard to his left to make it 1-0 to Kingston College in
That's his brother and me. Both of them live in the same
I
house.
told her, I remember when he was here, I was like, we didn't have to celebrate. With the goal,
Yeah.
walk away.
And then Dujuan Richards, who has been pretty much marked up.
Yeah, but they're so competitive with each other.
Yeah,
A chance.
yeah. I just
Brilliant deep.
yeah,
A
there's
hat-trick
no-
on the team for him. His 23rd goal of the season.
That looks like a man working hard to me.
right here. This is the.
Yes,
this
now
is the goal.
this is not work. Look at this.
Took over the contest,
Work.
though. This was his
Work.
own goal, showing great
Work.
speed and skill. And a fabulous left-footed strike. Goal of the season for me. His 26th of the campaign in all competitions. What a strike.
We have the highlights with
In the 23rd minute.
Mona and
Picking the ball up in the middle of the park once more. Using his speed to get
Yeah,
around
this is the.
McNeil. Oh, and then showing exquisite
Obviously,
skills inside
yeah,
the
so-
box. Great experiment
Okay.
and composure as well.
All right, so let's give it spot break. Let's look at Theo. When was your shot in that game?
Close to halftime.
That was during the quarterfinal, right?
Yeah.
We just trying to find a shot.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
Is it right here?
Let's check this out. This kid's talent is not one of the best in the country, and I'm not saying that because you're here. I think Aston Villa loved him. Tottenham loved him. Now, look at the shot that's coming. I want to see on the thing.
Yeah, it's gonna have to.
Yeah. Now, take a look at this for a 15-year-old. Yeah. 2016.
The closing stages of the first half.
Jesus.
Terrific long range drive from Denzel McKenzie. Hit the crossbar. Had to jump
That
really
crossbar is still a rattling.
Had a good game, David McKenzie.
Then second half, 48 minutes.
This is almost the comeback here.
Yeah, the comeback.
Nestling into the far right corner for his second goal of the season. Mona back in it at 2-1.
Goalkeeper Charlie there looked like a spectator a bit.
And then this, a penalty for a handball. The Kingston College captain playing fine, getting himself.
So I remember last show you had a good quote where he said this game was actually Greg Butler 6.
Yeah.
KC 2.
No one would save that. Absolutely no one would save that. Fast, hard.
So this is when Whisper kind of just took over.
And then Dujuan Richards, who has been
Not working though. He's not working. It's not working now.
No matter where we go, we see
Yeah, this boy is working hard. He's not running. Look at that run.
His 23rd goal of the season, and Kingston College were back in front.
Yeah, good build-up play. He flicked it on, then it was
Yeah,
flicked
he
on
scored a
back
hat
to
trick.
him,
Yeah.
and then he beat Akeem Bernard for the third time in the afternoon.
Let's look at
And then
Duvi. Now, Angel, you've also played second half, right?
Yes,
Tell me, right, in your opinion, what do you think of Donhue Duvi Mitchell?
Donhue
The forward.
Mitchell, their leading scorer,
as well as
Well, what I'd say about Duvi is
Yeah.
he has a lot of composure along with aggressiveness. Like he knows when to play aggressive, when to play in composure. Yeah, and he also has attacking ability when he can also switch from centre back to centre forward, which is really amazing. And him getting the second leading goal scorer in the Manning Cup as a centre back is very impressive as well.
When you play with him, what kind of person is he with you? Is he, like a bully, or is he a joke around in training? What kind of guy is he?
Well,
Character.
He motivates you. If you have a bad day, he's gonna help you. He's gonna help motivate you, help you to do better.
Yeah. What do you think about him, Theo?
The visa is I say a big brother to me. Like if in a training with a joke around, but while we are joke around, we are take the training serious. He's a good player, a really talented player, defensively, scoring goals from the back line. To me, playing with Duffy is like the back line sure. We're sure the back line. If anything go around there, Duffy to stop the clearance. If we need a goal, once him in the box, I pick him out. We're gonna get a goal from him. A good leader, he's a great player.
Would you say he's good enough for Jamaica's national team?
Definitely.
Why?
Because he's young, he have the talent, he need to be explore more to the country out wide. He needs to be in the national team, I believe.
Let's watch some of his highlights.
From centre back. Real total football looking to be employed here by Craig Butler.
Well, this is an opportunity appeal for a penalty. Referee to see this Mona team in action this season. And it has been a treat. Ball goes beyond the way. Dakers. He had Wayne on it, but he has speed and pace. Gets around Rapino Gordon inside the box. The cross is brilliantly stopped by Donhue Mitchell in the right place at the right time. Nathaniel Brooks for Wilmer sends it forward. They have space if they can get possession of the football. But again, good work from Donhue Mitchell at the back four. Mitchell was there, but he gave it away. And here is Duane again. Comes it across. Donhue Mitchell. Daylight. Daylight between Mona and Coleman now.
He's a very good player. That was the last minute winner. I was right behind the goal.
Theo, what
Yes,
does a professional club get when they get a double?
Repeat.
When a professional club signs Duby, what do they get?
A millionaire player.
Straight, eh? Why?
Because he's just gonna bring the right mentality with him, a good mindset. Because I believe coming from Jamaica, going out, trying to make it, I believe he's going to give it his 100, his best shot, just to try put Jamaica somewhere, try to get a better life with family, and try to help others just like how he got the help.
Pass range, man, the range on the ball. Look at those passes. One from them down. Don't miss it, man. Don't take the sideline and still can't do it. What if do we walk up to a penalty? What do you think?
You can't know where I go.
Yeah?
You can't know where I go.
So, when you guys went to Europe, it was last year, right?
Yes, coach.
Last August or September? December?
August.
When was it? August?
Yeah.
So, was just before Monaco?
Hmm?
No? Was
Before
it just
Monaco.
before Monaco? Yeah.
No, it was after the Money Cup season.
Okay. So it would have been August, but probably in December or sometime. So tell me now, your performance there, right? Did you garner any interest
Repeat?
from any clubs? Were any clubs interested in you when you went to Were any clubs interested in you when you went to
Europe?
England?
Yes, coach.
Which ones?
Tottenham.
At that time you were 14.
Yes, coach.
Oh. Yeah, 14 turning 15. Yeah. All right, Jamar, let's add them now. We're gonna add Jamar in and Rush.
Hey, Jamar, can you hear us?
Greetings, yeah, man. We can hear you guys. We can hear you guys.
How's things? How's your night?
Pardon me?
How's your night?
I'm pretty good. A bit under the weather, a bit sick, but you know it.
Yeah, greetings, everybody.
Greetings, Rush.
Thanks for joining.
We have Ted, and we have Angel, Demario Daly, and Denzel Washington McKenzie.
Well, no, sir, my ball.
Yeah. Big up to the ball of them.
I have a question for you. Jomar, since you are one of the people that really love Denzel, because we know you love him, because the amount of time you talk about him and how you
Yeah,
push
man.
him,
At the future of the country, man.
I tell you. So let me ask you a question. If you were a coach, where would you play Mackenzie? In the middle or on a wing?
Right behind the forward then.
Why?
Because I'm creativity. I'm one of the most creative, not even like I say young player, creative players at the age group in the nation. So if you have him at, or even the 8, him could have played deeper too, because I'm strong and physical. But right there on the forward then, ideally, would have played.
So if you were to push him out on a left wing, if a man put him on a left wing, would you say he means him well in his development?
Not in his development, because
What do you think
Mr. Butler know me, and he know how I feel about playing players out of their natural position. That's something that I've harped on all season. I believe Denzel McKenzie is a natural attacking midfielder. However, not only is he very creative, Mr. Butler, one of the most versatile players in the competition as well. So I do believe that he would have strived on the wing, and I do believe that he can create from the wing, because I've seen him square the ball. He takes a lot of headed balls and a lot of corners, and he can dribble. So I don't think playing him on the wing would be detrimental to his development, because he's a very versatile baller. But I think his potential and talent to be more emphasized playing in the middle of the field.
So let me ask you, if you were going to go on a showcase with him, say he was going to play for Jamaica under 20, where scouts would be there, people would be there, the country needs somebody who's going to deliver from that midfield. Would you put him on the wing or would you put him in the midfield?
As I said, he would have been my 10 over, if not all, definitely almost all of the 10s at the under 19 age group for sure. So I'm gonna say who would have started over him at top link. So I would have definitely played him in that position for sure.
And at under 17?
Yeah, at under 17 level, definitely. Definitely. There's no 10 at under 17 level. None. We can think of. Not one.
So
Only
on
one Peerable. Well, I never saw Jamani Bell play for the whole season. Up to this point, I'm going to get to see Jamani Bell play a full season. And Dylan John, I see Dylan John.
Yeah, John good.
But I don't think Dylan John good like Denzel. Yeah. So, I'm not see Jamani Bell. So I can't speak on Jamani Bell because he get injured early in the season. When he come back, he still have the cast. He never look all that.
We see Wilmers, but we never see Wilmers with him.
But Dylan John would have been the only other one.
Mm-hmm.
At him age group, as I say, you have to compare him with the Kevin Wilsons. That's who you would have to compare him with at him age group level. Not anybody under 17.
Bear in mind, he just turned 16.
Yeah.
Played 3/4 of the Manning Cup season at 15. When he turned 16, Theo?
November 13.
So last month he turned 16. I'm still a baby. So, we've been watching Dujuan, and we've now started to prepare reels. Before you came on, we're watching Leon at 18 and comparing it to Whisper. And there's one thing I can say, the game is playing much faster, and Leon is moving faster than Whisper is. But the reason that is happening is because the level Whisper is playing at. The players are playing so much slower, you know? And
so Leon almost has to keep up.
He has to keep up with the older guys, or I'm dead. You know? So we're watching all that, we're looking at that. And our goal, we've been discussing just how good are these players. You know? How good was Leon? Is Leon? How good is Whisper? Is he comparable at that time? And we're actually watching the clips and we're seeing the same skill sets. Not true, Ted?
Yes, coach.
And yeah, look like him come off a little.
Yeah.
So the idea I'm talking about now
Doobie's on the stream.
Doobie's on? Let's bring him on.
Well, he's on the chat. He's not on the video.
Oh.
I think unless someone is using his name.
No, I see him. Doobie. From the Ted, man. From the old Ted. Please say, man. They're like brothers, you know. Doobie, come on the stream and send you a link. So come on. Right? Well, yeah, what I wanted to look at now, the skill sets are the same. The speed at which Leon was moving is a little faster because the players that he's playing against are faster. So Whisper can do the same things. We're just talking about the skill sets, you know. If you look at a Phoenix player, I found that the skill sets that we learned and brought back from Belgium and employed, you can tell when the player actually come from Phoenix, you know. What I want to ask is an independent person, right? Do you see the same skill sets used by Whisper, used by anyone else in the Manning Cup? Jamar Rush?
No,
Whisper, that's a hard one.
No, Whisper unique.
No, not at all.
You don't see the same track?
No, man.
Whisper unique. The way Whisper plays unique.
And a funny thing, it's funny that you said drag. Because a lot of times we are watching the Manning Cup, I will see a player get a 1-on-1 or a breakaway. I will look for each other. I will say, yo, Whisper would have drag him. A lot of times, you know, so to go to your point, Whisper skill set is a bit more advanced than a lot of the attacking players that we see in the Manning Cup.
So let me ask you a question. Did you watch Papa play? Which is
Kishen Gordon. His skill set is unique as well. I wouldn't say it's the same as Whisper. Unique.
But did you see any drags from Kishen?
I remember. And I remember, but I know some see him dismiss people like Kishen Gordon probably the skilless.
Yeah, man, Kishen got the only on Saturday.
Yeah, and you get me.
I embarrassed. I don't think Whisper tried to embarrass.
Step over. Kishen have a step over there where we kill you. You get me. I him have a body rock where him just move and then chat. Yeah, that's where Papa have. One of the skillest player, but his skill set is also unique, different from Whisper. When I see him, I don't see Whisper. When I see Whisper, like I see nobody
Let's
else.
slow it down now. And we're going down to the baby, right? We're gonna slow it right down, you know. You guys seen Sean Layton? How Sean Layton dribble? And how him shift you? Then the man that shift him and shift in a slow motion, you know.
Yeah, let me just take a
Yeah.
second.
He plays at his pace.
Eh?
May I say he's one of those players that plays at his pace.
Yeah, brother.
Because some games are a bit ahead of him, but for the most part he slows down the game. You know, he's not going to allow you to rush him.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to put on another clip now. And I want you to tell me what you think of this clip.
Which one? Oh.
Yeah? You guys are going to feature a little, so please forgive me. Don't give me no trouble. Don't sue me.
An amazing game today. Speak to us about it. First and foremost, Captain.
Well, I think we get enough chance to finish. So
And take out the man mic, you know.
It was a really good game.
That was one of the funniest things at the time. Keep it, man. Keep it.
Pause it. Why is that rush?
I said that was one of the funniest things at the time. You know, I was watching back the video and I was like, why Pussy take the mic from him?
Give it
I'm a gear back too.
I'm trying to give him back. Just keep it, bro. Here,
no, but on an interview, big kudos. Pussy improve a lot, man, and he's so comfortable speaking to you. He's not trying to overdo it. He communicates his point, you know, vividly.
Yeah.
So big kudos to him. But he can
He's
play.
like he doesn't talk a lot as a player, but when he talk, boy, it's very direct, you know. You tell him, but Ted gone. All right.
Yeah, man, you can play the clip.
Still after the game, started to kill tempo again. Speak to us about how you feel about your individual performance.
Well, I think I played good today. I think my performance was really good. I execute well.
And what exactly is it that the coach would have told you?
Well, sometimes like play super keeper. Play vicious, don't fear no man.
Alright, so with this win, Mona has secured qualification for the next one. How does it feel to be in the semi-finals of the Manning Cup?
Well, it's the first time for Mona High School, so I'm really good in myself.
And what can we expect from this Mona team in the semi-final? Is that where it ends, or will you guys be going further and further?
We're going fight. We're going for the Manning Cup title.
And not only have you guys qualified for the semi-final, but you guys are now in the Champions Cup. What do you feel about that?
Well, we're going for that too.
Straight to the point. Yeah, I'll go for that.
Congratulations, Bala.
Watch. Well, let's have a look at the Mona starting lineup in a short time as they go through the pleasantries here. Akeem Bernard, a goalkeeper with great attacking ability. He starts once again. The rest of the lineup.
Back you go, brother.
Here's another option for JC. Can they get the equalizer here? It's put back. Chance taken. No! Fabulous save by Akeem Bernard.
He played his part out that game.
Yep.
Everything right there, Jamaica College. It was an excellent build-up play. Laid it off.
Open inside back to Aldridge. Here is Ziminese. It's Tariq Ziminese. Held on to by Akeem Bernard. Good for him to deliver JC's second corner kick. Lofted high. Punched away by Akeem Bernard. From Tariq Ziminese. Lapped along the ground. Well, he was reaching for it in the end. Stage where the team needs him. And here's Aldridge. Looking to finish this off. Upon Aldridge. And Akeem Bernard does enough.
It's a lovely take by Aldridge, but couldn't apply the finish.
His distribution is just.
Now back out wide and ball sent in.
Today's entire training session was aimed around his development. his distribution,
This was going to be a more
and his
active
reaction
midfield.
time after a ball, a shot comes in.
Ball sent inside again, and no issues for Bernard.
Look at Ted, man, at them.
He fouled here. It's a shot for St. George's College.
He doesn't have to make himself big, you know.
That's a wonderful effort that pushed on the bar. Fabulous save by Bernard.
Which have been particularly effective in final.
Right here they go. Pretty much.
Yeah. So this is a player that, we want to see. Once he gets sheds that little weight, extra weight that he has, which is most of it is gone now. Yeah. But he's pumping and he's running, he's doing what he needs to do. Now this, look at this. This is a free penalty save. You know? The referee turns back the game, the penalty 3 times. Yeah. And when you look at the replays, the reasons he gave for it, it's not true. And yet, save them.
Cards it away. This is inside for Dacus. Dacus trying to find shooting room. Now falls for Shamani Bell.
Referee did well there to play the advantage.
The serious detective, I don't think.
Really good when you have a good goalkeeper behind you.
Bell produces a brilliant save from Keith Bernard. Diving low down to a
Bernard really is one of the first times I'm ever saying that a goalkeeper from Jamaica could go pro in Europe. Because he's 17 now. Yeah, it means he can still grow. Yeah, when Puts turns 18, then I like July.
June or July, yeah.
Yeah. Now if you turn 18 in June, that means I still have a little growing left to do, you know. Yeah? And if he grows even a little more and he converts that body he has into a tank, more muscle, yeah, he'll be huge. That huge commodity. Make some rotted money off of him. Eh? Take care of him and mummy it over or set her up properly.
As I said, definitely the top goalkeeper that I've seen, and the only other goalkeeper that impressed me and we never get to see him a lot because reasons that I'm not sure of is the Jamaica College's goalkeeper. Coming later down for the season. Akeem Bernard, definitely a good goalkeeper, fundamentally sound. You get me? I say, you have the size that you want in a goal. He already have the size. As I say, he can go even more, but he's already at a
Yeah, I'm at 6'4" now.
better size.
Come on, I'm taller than you are. Is that you're 6'4", right?
I'm 6'4".
We give him 6'3".
So I'm probably 6'3", 6'3.5".
Yeah.
He's getting there, and he might grow.
And he might have some more growth in him. Same bit.
But even if he not grow no more,
power that he has, you know, the body, the power.
He may well still be a
Well,
solid.
a player named Demo. You know Demo? You probably don't know him. Demario and Harris. Now, he's one of those players that I say that if his heart, his body ever catches up to his heart, he's going to be a super striker. Yeah? Now, if that kid, about a year ago, right, there was a through ball, 50-50, and he run through, in training him, run through and post take him out in a brother. Theo, him recover yet? Like mentally?
Still have the look back problem.
Yo, the man take him out, brother.
The thing about Pusai to why I think him can be a solid 6'5", because him not even have so much as a strand here and them chin, and him voice still super deep. So that are some indications when I look upon for tell if I youth. Same thing with Whisper, like them tall, but them still no. You can say them still reach them man vibes. You get me? As compared to other players who might be younger than them, but definitely further along in terms of puberty and maturity. So you look on Pusa and face not even have a strand of ear on it. So that's why I'm still thinking of a solid 6'5", and I genuinely believe saying him gonna be a solid 6'5". Him one of them gonna stop growing in my I'm gonna see him mother big, tall woman.
Big,
yeah, you get
tall, strong.
So,
you know? Take off my mother, you know? Look just like your mother, you know? When you see Pusai mother come in our room, he said that is Pusai mother. you know her immediately burn her, you know her. So, look now. Somebody asked a question, Mr. Butler, could you name the top 5 players in schoolboy football this year? How do you do that? You can name the 5 defenders, maybe. The top 5 forwards, top wingers.
Top 5 performances.
But in performance, top 5 performances, I'd say Whisper.
Easy.
That's easy.
Yeah.
I'd say Pusai for sure.
You know who really performed very well. Though I don't think this kid is in the class of Whisper or Seeker Rose now, but the stats goalkeeper was big in the last part of the season. I don't think he's as good a goalkeeper as them. I don't think he has the potential to go to the places that those goalkeepers will go, especially Akeem Brennan. But Jaheim Williams'
performance this season up there
was absolutely amazing for stats. Invaluable for them. So in terms of performances, he's one of the better performers this season. But in terms of a quality player, I don't think he's a top level goalkeeper. But in terms of his performance and his impact on his team success this season, Jaheim Williams was outstanding. Shaquan Satchel, the heartbeat of stats. Romain Blake. Zane Pinnock was outstanding as well.
Were you impressed with Blake in the... All right, let me ask you a question. I like to ask this question. Yeah? Because then it puts it in perspective. If you had to pick a team from the Money Cup to play against a team from Mars, and if you lost, all your family would be enslaved and taken over by, and the world would be taken over by Mars. Yeah?
Yeah.
Who would you put at your central mid defender position?
Would that be Donhue, Mitchell, and Romain Blake? It would have been for me. Because I know him at centre. I think he has potential to be a solid wing back. I think he has potential to be a solid central defensive midfielder. But I saw him at centre back this season. I think he's second best. Second or best. Best or second best. Between him and Duffy.
The only thing that concerns me with him is his height. But I'm yet to see him get dominated in the air. So I'm saying that he's short, but when I see nobody really dominating in the air.
I still believe he should be pushed forward.
Yeah.
Or play wing back. Because I think he has the skill and he has the pace.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that this kid Blake could make it in the Belgian Premier League as a central defender?
He would be an exception.
It go hard.
He would be an exception.
Look how good Lisandro is. And you can't find another Lisandro.
The exception.
Yeah.
But
it will be very hard.
Impossible.
Is he good enough to be the exception? If I was
hold on, listen up. They wouldn't even look at him. From him to the height.
Yeah.
You ever understand this youth is about Kyle height, you know?
No man, he's short, man.
Yeah, a little bit, man.
There's no way.
Yeah, that's not.
They really like this kid and wanted this kid to do well. They train him at a number 6 position.
One step.
Yeah. And people don't use wing backs like him anymore.
Him technically good in and him have pace, you know, Mr. Butler. I just see him.
But he doesn't go.
We see him play yesterday. We see him get bumped forward to the wing a couple times and he make a lot of good runs. And
I think see them at the spot though.
Yeah,
if I were to speak, see them at the spot.
Number
Him
6 for
passing
sure.
range ridiculous. The kid can pass the ball.
Him definitely want to see him one step up the field. Ask him about it too. Him saying versatile, but he obviously loves to defend.
He
loves the fact that he's a defender. I think he take pride in that. But I definitely believe so one step up the field, I probably would have suited.
And you know what we say? You know what we've seen? Players like Javian Brown, you know, who played defense all these years for Kingston College and play at the under 17 level for Jamaica at the center back position. But the moment he made the transition to go to college and to the MLS, wing back.
Yep.
Because what? Under 6 foot, you're not gonna be my center back. So I understand your point. So and he's 17 enough. Funny enough, that surprised me. He's 17. So in the next 2 or 3 years,
still small.
Yeah, he's small, but in the next 2 or 3 years, he could be a right back. May I say,
a right back or a CDM.
Or a CDM.
That's
I'm with you on that one.
But as of right now, if you pick somebody to play center back, somebody who's proven and tested.
Remember, said the Martian, them have some tall man, you know.
No matter who them come with.
John Johns, them are sending, you know, John Johns from DC Comics. And them man there play center forward, brother.
Mr. Romy play for enough of them tall man there.
And you know who go under the radar this season, or who went under the radar this season for JC to their captain, Xavier Davidson. Not necessarily quick, but that kid's composure, cool head, can defend.
Cool head. All of that is good. But guess what?
No, not a name.
Let me ask you a question. How many of those players were exposed in one-on-one marking?
That's why I said the only one who wasn't exposed was Blake. Like Xavier Davis getting exposed. Yesterday Blake was
atrocious.
Both of them were poor yesterday.
The whole team, brother.
Yeah, JC was poor yesterday. But generally, that's why I say Xavier Davidson, Blaine Byam, the whole of them. None of them no walking at Blake. I just Dujuan alone. And then you know who? You know what they probably go with?
Hodges.
Devontae Hodges probably. If you talk about schoolboy football, probably Devontae Hodges and Blake.
But you carve off a good 15 pound off for him. That would be a good defender. Can have some size.
That would just tell us Blake more athletic than Hodges. And Blake a little bit more technical. I probably still go with Blake over Hodges. I probably still go with Blake.
Man, I probably go with Hodges now. That I think about it, Hodges solid man. But as I say, if him lose probably 10, up there.
So what about tenacity plus composure? What about it is?
As in, it is a solid central defender. I don't think that it is as a centre back can match up with the Romeo Blakes and
Duvy and Hodges.
That's what I don't bro. To be honest, for me, the top 2 centre back them are Duvy and Romeo Blake, and then Hodges there right close behind.
Hodges below. I think Hodges not a class there.
Him not a class there. But if me have to go with 2, me I go with Blake.
But I think sometimes maybe he can pace Hodges. So on pace, or is it space?
That's why I'm
see Whisper pace him.
That's why I'm
sometimes I see him get done for pace.
Yesterday, him not very. That's why I'm gonna go with Blake. I know so Blake have the legs, and then Donhue Mitchell have the size, can consolidate the legs. You get me? I say I'm Blake super aggressive, Donhue Mitchell super composed. Both of them super good on the ball. Both of them have amazing range of passing. You get me? I say so. We don't have Duvy.
The 3 best.
We don't have Duvy drop compose. Remain Blake just Lisandro Martinez. Just like I see Martinez and Varane, the perfect pair. They literally change it for Manchester United. That's.
What do you think, Little Ted?
Him can't say nothing about
who you prefer? Theo, which one of those 4 defenders that we mentioned? We are include it tonight. No, I give them Hodges, I give Romeo and Blake, Donhue, Mitchell, the 4 defenders that we're talking about. Which one would you prefer not to go up against? Which one would give you a nightmare?
Duvy.
Yeah, that's why you have to pick 2. Which 2 center?
Which 2? Give me one.
Why Duvy? Why you not that one? Do you with Duvy?
Duvy, him good in reading the game.
He have everything.
Him just always upon him toe. Either way you go, him quick for each day. So it's hard for go around him.
Yeah, Donhue Mitchell, it's hard for go around Donhue Mitchell. Because him have legs, him have size, him strong. Him can be aggressive when he needs to be aggressive, and we know him technically sound. And him obviously a good reader of the game. So Donhue Mitchell have to be in there. You know, Donhue Mitchell, and then the other one now, we the one between Hodges and Blake.
And any pick. I'm gonna say that's the class.
And
That's
it
the,
is.
yes,
It is.
still it is in height.
Yeah, and that's
It is a good defender, man.
good defender.
A versatile player too. Very versatile.
Versatility.
And by now, so a whole heap of the season now. It is round there in the middle now.
We see
Push up Dujuan, push up Dujuan midfield, and it is round there on things, you know.
Don't get me wrong. No offense to him name Robina Garden. Solid talent, top player. One of my favorite players because I'm versatility. You get me?
I love the fact that them can take him and say you go play forward.
But me just not think.
Love that.
Me think. I'm not thinking. You have Dujuan and then you have it. So get me? I say them can work good together. But like, don't get me wrong. Donhue Mitchell have to be up here. Any team, because of everything we offer.
What you said here? What the next man?
It is.
It is. Why? You say you're still loyal.
No, man, but him couldn't say nothing else.
Unless you're still loyal, but it is a man him smart. Him not fast and him not that physical, him smart. Him ready just bring it to the line and intercept bar from it. Him now going and running up and down with you because him now have the pace. Him ready just bring it to the line and intercept it quick and fast and go back. And him good in the air too, reading the game. He make him game look easy by just talking. So he's a good centre half.
And, and you know what I like to see in defenders. Obviously, you do it probably a little bit too much when you send the defenders forward. I like to see when defenders know what forwards are going to do. And the best way to do that is to put them in the fire and say, "Oh, be a forward for your day." See the positions that forwards are going to take up. And I think that helps their defending. So that probably work with Donhue Mitchell and Robina Garden, in your season this year, because both of them can play forward.
Let me share something with you which nobody knows. What is Duve's original position, Theo? What was Duve's original position?
A centre forward, I think.
What is its original position?
Centre forward and left wing. Anyway, not top three.
That's what them play all them life before them come to me. Nobody never know that, though.
Who made the switch? Who did you transform them into defenders?
Me.
Well, good job. Good job. I think that was the right thing to do.
So what I do is when I have them, because what happened with Phoenix, is defender don't really come a Phoenix, a mere skill baller. Mere skill with a skill set every day. Tick, 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 tick. So we end up developing all wingers, strikers, and attacking midfielders. Yeah. So every player that you say I have, every single, with the exception of Dante Perato, and probably no Portion was a midfielder. Portion when you say a tackle, lick out man lace and anything there. Portion was a midfielder before. That's what he used to say. Here's something funny now. Theo, what was your original position?
Centre back.
Madness. Madness.
You see, you have to think. When I see a player, I don't see what he is, I see what he could be.
Where you play centre back? Which school or club or where you play centre back?
Me I play from start out. I play centre back from Premier League. Me I play against Duve and Duve I play centre forward.
You know the thing about it, I remember I did play for SEBA under 13 1 year when I was 12, my second to last year under 13. And Alan Atti have a little brother, Alric Atti. They end up football in Cornwall College or whatever. For big forward for Cornwall College. He never good like him, brother. Alan Atti end up play for SEBA and score with goal or whatever. The little brother Alric, big forward as well, never really come out like Alan Atti.
Yeah.
So my team, Alric did sweep the team. They were just the best player on the team, the smartest. And
check fame,
the next defender, Shorty Malcolm son.
I guess Premier League anything goes till the biggest best player.
Hold on, we're not talking Premier League. Theo, When you're out at half of you, what position you play?
Centre back, left back, CDM, left wing, right wing, centre forward, right back,
What was your main position?
left back.
When you win, primarily, I mean, under 30, you're in that squad, right?
Yeah,
What position you play?
left back.
So, the people that you see me using and creating into creative attacking midfielders or wingers or strikers, what do you think Whisper original position was?
Top link.
Probably a midfielder. Wing back.
Centre back. Any Whisper going to centre half? Any Whisper going to centre half?
To be fair,
No man like say you can go beat him.
that one we can see. He have the body feet, he have the athleticism feet, but the talent, obviously, he's an attacker. But we can see how he would play defense, earlier in his football career.
People don't realize though. It's all of them skills always the man do. Yeah. In our training session, if we start the training session at 4, what time wanna play actual football game?
Like 5. Sometime.
All right. Now today's session. Tell me what you did today. Let's run through it.
Warm up.
What was the theme?
Warm up, we're going to some passing movements. Then we're going to look at activity with Pusai, him and him distribution, finishing. Then we're going to a game.
Break down the Pusai drill. Tell us exactly what we did.
Movements, try to get 2 touch off the ball in the box, control and shoot for post.
How much mannequins were there? Tell us the whole idea. Paint a picture to us.
It set out like a whole game, like the ball. Our goalkeeper Pusai win the ball. What he would do? What him get the ball? What we would do? The movements, them in behind the defense line, the touches, the finishing.
So it was just a continuous thing. And then we played about how many minutes, you think? A big
40 minutes, 35.
All right. So you say 90% of our training is focused on the technical side. Is it Satchel? His nickname we call him is Mega Mind. Yeah? Satchel was at Phoenix almost 2 years of training. So the whole, when you look at a Bell, when you look at a Theo, when you look at a Satchel, when you look at a Dylan, when you look at a Bob, even Bob as a defender, you realize how technical Bob is?
Good man, JC left back.
Right?
Michael Graham, that's the player talking about, right?
Yeah, Michael Graham.
Yeah, man. Solid
Big
player.
head Bob. Eh?
Solid player.
Yeah. But the technical, how technical he is. He can use both feet, dribble with both feet, shoot with both feet, tackle with both feet, kick corner with both feet, kick corner up on the left side, kick corner on the right side, kick free kicks. And he's very smart. So, let's go to the top 5 players again. So I would say the two defenders you would say is the top 4 defenders, Blake, Hodges, Itisan.
We never say this is the top 4.
If you have a Manning Cup, top 2, Romain Blake, Donhue Mitchell. You did have Whisper as your number 1. We have
All right, let's leave that. I have Whisper as the number 1 winger or striker.
Any which one?
Whichever, the best.
It no matter.
The best.
Whisper the best winger, Whisper the best night in the Manning Cup. Both of them.
All right, best. So, who's the best goalkeeper?
Yeah.
We got Akim Bernard.
All right. So, who is the best winger outside of Whisper?
Satchel, probably. Probably have a Satchel. Manning Cup this year.
How much goals Satchel scored this year?
14.
14, yeah.
How much assists?
15 can score in the
Scoring at the final.
15. I didn't get a double-digit assist. I don't remember how much, but I know it was double digits.
How much goals Zane scored?
Satchel up the man. 16.
How much Zane scored?
16. 16 goals in have.
Yeah. How much assists?
Around 11 or 10, somewhere around there.
So, statistically then, would you say Zane is ahead?
Statistically, he might be ahead. But what Shaq and Satchel offer to stats is so much more. Like, Zane Pinnacle play in front of Denzel Washington McKenzie. And he play in front of Donhue Mitchell. And he play opposite Kishane Gordon. And he have Akeem Bernard in him goal. As compared to Shaq and Satchel, when I have nobody in that class there. Except probably Alex Xavier Gooden, a solid defender. But besides a Gooden.
Well, the look at number 15, centre half. It's not bad. Stats.
The next one. Yeah, but as we said, the 15-year-old him talk about. Yeah, so we just talk about good centre back. But may I say that the kind of players that Zane has behind him is way better than the players with Shaq and Satchel. The impact of Satchel have is just so much more. And I would give you another winger that I think is better than Zane. The only other one. And I will name Macon Aldridge. I play on the wing today. But besides Satchel and Aldridge, I think have Zane slightly beat. And then we have Zane pick up. But the reason why all of them didn't make our team because we put Satchel in the midfield. We put Satchel behind them.
Yeah, we had all four of them in our team of the season.
We put Satchel behind them because Satchel is so versatile. Satchel just come deep whenever he wants.
And to be fair, Satchel's impact. Satchel actually can run the game. You know,
so
obviously
jump off around the game from a 10 position.
We don't see that from Zane because that's not how Mona play, obviously. But there are times we'll see he just run the game.
From the Manning Cup, right? Yeah. How many games did Stats lose?
Stats lose.
That's the finals. Yeah, man, they lose 9 first round.
Who beat them in the first round?
I don't remember, but they lost that game in the first round. Probably around 2 games. Can I always double check everything up on the internet? No.
How they did in the quarterfinals?
The quarterfinals, them win all of them games.
So they beat JC too?
Except JC.
So they lost one in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, JC.
Lost in the first round.
So
and then they lost in the final.
Yeah.
And then lose Champions Cup as well. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not count the Champions Cup because some people go further than others, and so it's not a fair distribution in terms of numbers of games. So how much game JC lose to the season?
None. If we not count the Olivier Shield, JC no lose a game.
Olivier Shield.
All right, so how much?
Yes, Stats only lose 2 games. Stats lost one in the quarterfinal round and then they lost the final. They never lose a first round game.
Oh, we beat them in that first round. That man say, bro.
Nobody never beat them.
No, man. Them win 7 and draw 3.
So how much games Mona lost? Curious. In the money.
Mona win out in the first round, man. So
the only perfect team though.
In the first round, yeah.
So they lost 2 games.
Yeah, but you lose in the quarterfinal round and then you lost in the semi-final. So 2 games.
So Stats lose in the quarterfinal round too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
funny enough,
can be argued then that Stats, apart from going one step further, had the same number of goals. I mean, losses, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So I'm going to ask you now, who would you say is the best defensive? No, I don't want to say defensive. Let's not use that. Who was the best 6 in the league?
6.
All right.
Some good.
We can give Saviola Blake number 1. Romario and Thomas. Those are 2.
Romario and Thomas never touched number 6 position in the league.
Bro, I know it's them 6.
Yeah, knows it. Sorry, not
can't get them 8.
Can't get it.
Knows if Saviola Blake, good dog. Stats have a good number. The 5 for Stats are solid 6, but knows it. As I say, like unsung hero, criminally underrated.
Let me tell you something. You see, if somebody said to me,
Underrated.
look here now,
Better than Saviola
if
Blake.
nobody said to me, say I'm injured and him can't play, that a one man me tape up him broke foot and put him back.
Criminally underrated. Him do so much what you not see in the game. Him intercept everything and him start every single play. So for me would have go with him. And people hear me talk about
Him and them six. Whether
him and them
the
six
14 that
nosy.
you use, is it a double pivot then, or what is the which position the 14?
Remember say 4 of them using the midfield number Gene.
2-6 we use them.
Yeah.
It's a 2-6.
But nosy are the man, dog.
That's a
For sure. Saviola Blake good. I don't rate Saviola Blake too much because him so teeny. I just believe say
You know what
nosy.
we love with Nosy?
I nosy can pass.
You see that spray pass, brother? Behind the wing back?
Yeah, criminally underrated.
My God.
Criminally underrated. I would have him. Stats have a really good. I don't know. Remember number 5 name? Him when he broke whisper foot.
Nico Gill.
Him good brethren. Him a solid central. Him always there in the right position all the time, and him play deep and him sit and him solid. As I said, JC have Saviola Blake. Who are the next team? Mona, KC.
You see, I've done it, but he's a step.
Yeah, KC now have a solid one. So yeah, but nosy dog.
Alright, but you know, nosy.
Nosy, bro, nosy. Criminally underrated. The reason why I'm so underrated is because them play with Zane Pinnock and Benzo Washington McKenzie and Daddy Mission and Hakeem Bernard. So even though I'm probably the best 6 in the nation, he's still not a top 4 player upon him team. Probably the most important, but not a top 4 player on him team, which is why I made it Mona is such a ridiculously talented team, which is how I always say that because, bro, knows it start for any one of them on a team there. With him size and him technical ability and then him the way how he read the game. Criminally underrated. And him very versatile. So he can easily play 8. Easily play. And he can easily slot in and play centre back.
And he can play wing. Skillful too, you know.
He likes all of your ball of them can play wing. Not even sarcastically saying. I mean, like every single one of the player them possess the capability to play wide. Come see Kante do it and him do it effortless. That's what I'm sure sir Theo can do it easily for more. Which is why I'm gonna think if a man play him at left wing or right wing, they might fight him out. I'm genuinely thinking possess the skill set for can be creative from the wing.
Alright, let me share something with you, right? when say for example, a midfield was chosen for the under 20, and Big Dell was put in a different position than what he normally would have played. And him not making the tackles, him not making the through passes. He's told win the ball and get to X. Yeah? And another man play a Big Dell position. Do you think that it benefited Big Dell himself, Xander, would have gotten people to see him as he really is?
No, don't get me wrong, you know. I'm not saying that playing him in that position best serves him, you know. But I'm saying I don't think it malicious. Malicious to say, oh, we are playing at the 10, especially if you have an ex-competent. If you are playing at the wing, especially if you have an ex-competent 10 and you do have a right winger.
So I think about the example that he made with Big Nell. In the under 20 team, the midfield was Duncan McKenzie and Christopher Pearson. Who are solid play. Any position of Big Nell playing at that midfield, I'm not gonna say it would have been a fight. You know, because a competent players up there.
But it would have been perfect for him playing at that 6 there.
What position do you think Big Nell's best position is?
Big Nell is probably at 8. I like Big Nell at the 8. I would prefer Big Nell at the 8.
Yeah, what's Big Nell's best position?
6.
You know that man name? Tanquil in a brother.
well, me think about Tanquil.
Hey, we'll tell you something about that like a white youth. They build out a concrete and steel.
And I saw that in the under 20s. I never really saw that before. I
didn't mind him in the under 20s.
Before when we used to see my man in cup and see him a Phoenix or whatever, I never see that part of him. I never see the rough
You know,
tackle at what time.
when Zander was playing in his between 15 and 17, when playing with us, you know what we say? We say Zander and the rest of the team say crunch, you know. You know, Zander crunch, you know. When him crunch, you know, brother, you stay crunch, you know. The work rate, the power, the shots from long range, the through passes. But if you put him in a 8 or a 10 or in a wide midfield position, you lost him.
I named that.
No. But he's like irreplaceable at 6.
We see that in the under 20 man, where it's just keep it simple, you know, don't lose the ball, take care of the football. Now we saw that, so we definitely can see where six can be in position right here.
But one of the things that he didn't do a lot of, I think one time do it, and it was he created a penalty for the through pass that he made make the fall. You see them passes from one flank to the other, the penetrated passes. If you look at our clips of him, you'll see him doing it in Europe, or I see him doing it on the tour we did with in England. That's what he's great at, you know. And that's what the range. That's one of the things Theo has to. The range, knows it, the range, because it's important for players to have that. You know, when you look at a JC player, I'm still hurting from that, by the way. Because I don't think I didn't see a lot at the time, but I don't think at all that we deserve to lose that game. I think that the referees cheated. Yeah, because when you get a head injury, the game is to stop immediately. Yeah, Duve got a hit in his face, blood was spewing from his nose. He's on the ground. The referee sees it. Linesman hold up him flat. The referee allows the ball to go to Kante. The man licked down Kante and make the through pass. And the game is being played while the man is on the ground. You scored that goal. The second goal, the center forward that was running, you see the video. You see when him kick the ground in a bro and dropping him. The linesman is saying to the referee, it's not a penalty. The referee turned to him and said, don't say nothing to me. Penalty. And that's how Mona was out of the Monaco. Now, for me, I still think, right, that the level of the Mona team and the system that we employed is what is best for our nation. And here's why. When you play this system and you're playing against another team with similar genetics and resources in terms of the personnel of the players in Jamaica, they're going to match you with speed. But when you play against Belgium or Austria or Spain, and you're playing at that pace with that level of transition and versatility in terms of positional play, how are they going to stop us? You get what I'm saying? If you can say, okay, Craig, when you play domino 6 or whatever you want to call it, one flank is open. So if they win the ball, they can make a spray pass. How many players from Spain are going to be able to get to that ball over that distance faster than a Jamaican player can? You saw what Morocco did? Morocco didn't play. Did you see Morocco playing a system that anybody else in the world play?
No,
Brand new. He and done towards their genetics, what they have available, what their personnel is. We have two wing back, them are strong, one can run. One play for Bayern Munich, one play for PSG. Them play 4-1-4-1 and transition.
Amrabat just stuck more away.
Eh?
So Amrabat just stuck in when them overlap still.
Yeah.
And then when them go forward through him, we just push out and make him.
So let me ask you this. If they can think outside the box, why we have to play a system of 4-3-3 or 3-5-2 or whatever it is, the order of the day that the rest of the teams in the world play? Why you have to consider that?
Yeah, but to be fair, you reference the Moroccan system. The Moroccan system can easily be seen as a variation of either a 4-3-3 or a 5-2-3. If you think about it, because them use Buffon and Ziyech, you get me as two wide forwards or wide midfielders, depending upon how they might defend. You get me as and Amrabat can tuck in and play as a third centre back. You get me as with them two holding midfielders, and Ziyech and Buffon would have been the two wide midfielders in a 5, or if they might play 4-5-4-1. So it's just variations of original systems them using. That 4-1-4-1
is variations of formations you're talking about.
Yeah, the way how them play. Their system is a variation of many different systems that them obviously train well put together.
Now, try to understand that a system is different from a formation. A formation is how you set out to play. The system is how you play within that formation.
Yeah.
Is who moves where, what do you do? Okay, I box in everybody into one quarter, leave one out here to cover the space halfway defensively, the winger, and come back a little halfway. So in case anything, you can drop back like a right back and add 3. So it was 2. He can come back and help to make it 3. But I box in over here, another man might say, listen, pull back and play mid press and don't bother press at all. Make them come to you. Yeah? And then we counter behind them with the space. The system is different from the formation. And what me I say is, if with the resources that we had at Mona, which is limited, yeah, we were able to go to the semi-final, walk into something that was normally reserved for an elite group of schools. I beat up everybody going there. Yeah? And lose. You know that 99% of the money must outwin. I never even bother test them. Because I'm sure if I did test them and I got the result, I wouldn't have a team for the game against Clarendon. Everybody was sick in them. All Pusa in them. Roasting with fever in them, brother. Only time Pusa played in the game against Clarendon, Pusa, I don't know if you saw it, Brandon. Pusa, the game is playing and Pusa is walking past the half line going up. You never see it?
Mm-hmm.
The game I play, and Pusa in our goal, right? But he's walking past the half line, going up, and I have to be shouting at him and say, yo, Puss, where you go? Go back into the pool. God, delirious. You understand? So, you know, for me, I just want to say more important focus on the development of the players. Now, what happens when all these players are finished playing, man? It's over. Everybody else gone home. You know what we are doing? I know we start training. Whisper is at training. Dylan at training. You know, everybody's back in training, ready, preparing for the next level. You know, what happens to all of those players when I'm not going to play Premier League? Anyway, and the night long.
Yeah,
yeah. Rush.
You.
And I don't give me the coach of the season.
Get a nomination. You get a nomination.
Violate.
Get a nomination, man.
Right now, coach. You see who's supposed to take it up with you right now? Denzel McKenzie, because that one.
Him have the biggest case right now.
Yeah, him.
Him have the biggest case of young player this season.
So Omicron.
So I never again.
I just
No, man, we
get the stats captain.
Yeah, the good.
We're captain.
What about video coverage of the season? You guys need an award for that. You need video coverage of the season. Like best journalist.
Oh, best journalist. Well, we'd have to give ourselves that.
Yeah.
if that was we'd have to give this side that sports team. But yeah, Denzel Washington McKenzie are the only one where hurt me, because I believe he was the best and most talented young player, even more talented than Gooden. You get me? I say, but in terms of Gooden captaining team, got all the way to the finals and plays such an important role in that team. That's how we have to.
Basically, all we needed to do was just get Theo the captain, and then they would have win.
We not say
if,
that.
No, if we get Theo the captain,
if finals,
if Mona went to finals,
then Theo would have done it.
Because I genuinely believe at the best.
But standard performances at the semi-finals same way.
And
good performance.
Absolutely stood up in both semi-finals.
Never really say a bad game from Gooden.
So it's not a bad game from Theo in the.
Don't get me wrong. Theo was outstanding this season. Gooden was also outstanding. Additionally, Gooden captaining team. Additionally, Gooden went to the finals. You get me? I say?
In the finals. Him not put a step wrong. He never come out of the game.
And by the way, congrats to Denzel McKenzie. I see I saw a leak,
Well, Guna posted.
The under 17 team, and I saw a call up for you. So congrats, and Gooden is also in that team.
We want to talk to Craig about that.
Yeah, we even talk about
Craig will finally see you get some inclusion. Rightfully so. But we want to know what you think is behind those inclusions in the under 17 team. But I love to give you a lot.
Yeah, for happy one.
Well, first of all, if you don't call them, you have to understand the man reach Money Cup semi-finals. Yeah.
Hard.
Dante Peralta, solid all year. Solid last year. Play Money Cup last year, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jamani Bell, undeniably, you can't stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Portion, last season, this season. Let's whisper alone, Mashimo. Yeah. And it's understandable.
Good call up that. Carlton Brown is my
top defender
moment, you know? When I say Portion on it, I feel good now myself. That one didn't make me feel very, very good. Guys, he's another one of the unsung heroes. Him and Nosy. Two people
around it. Hey, let me tell you one thing I can tell you about Portion. Portion will give him life to stop a goal from scoring.
Yep.
I enjoy the
right,
film. You can tell.
It's crazy, we call him, sick,
Now I'm mad boy that man.
Man will dive off in the foot and buck off all the ball and them things.
Yeah, that's why when I see Carlton Brown, when I see Denzel Washington McKenzie, never surprised. Dante Peralta never surprised. Jamani Bell. Carlton Brown was a big surprise, but I was very happy.
And just I didn't even know he was 16 years old or
no, man, I know he's a kid, man.
Young.
And you know what? You know what I use to mark a defender that loves defending? You see when you celebrate a tackle, or you celebrate winning a header, or you celebrate, some little things in the game where routine.
I see him send him up for dead ball. And I say, okay.
Me defend, man. Me defend.
I love them thing there. Because not many people, some people defend because they don't have a choice but to defend. So it's the defenders who defend because they want to defend. And that's what I say with Romain Blake, bro.
Love it.
But genuinely believe him can play up the field if he want. He might probably JC technically best player.
Best passer.
But him decide for, and the same thing with Sir Carlton Brown, I see that. Then they Washington McKenzie. I see the starting team that would I love to see. I love to see Ted play beside Jamani Bell, but then the team might lose in terms of defensively. So can Denzel and Jamani Bell start on the same team?
I want them to go play on the wing.
I want them to play on the wing.
What you do, you just put the three of them. Because them name the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Can't work. The three
listen what you do. You play 3 at the back. You put the 3 of them, and you get a solid defensive midfielder, a workhorse, a monster, a killer. Yeah? Because them full of centre half, you know.
Yeah, so Deep Gooden and who would have been the third centre back?
Deep Gooden, the start centre half there. You have some youth from country, all sort of man there.
Yeah.
If you just take one of them, Deep can do it too. Yeah? I just put him behind them and say, listen, just tackle and win ball and get them. Yeah? So you end up with a 3-1-3. You understand? 3-1-3-3. Yeah? Or what you concept maybe a 3-4-3. You understand?
It's hard to make 3 of them when they work, Craig.
What do you mean?
Tactically, it's hard.
You ever play against Phoenix yet?
Eh?
You ever watch a Phoenix match against other people yet?
Yeah, but Phoenix still not have 3 of them. Phoenix only have 1.
Which one them have?
Him. Then I mean Phoenix.
Phoenix,
Not
Academy,
Mona. No. I've never seen. I can't say I've seen Phoenix
Play with the 3 of them.
play.
When Phoenix are play Premier League side, and them man they are playing dump up side. You know?
And then again, as I said, that's why we can see.
What you don't realize is, listen. You see the 3 of them? Look, you see the 3 of them? The 3 of them have been playing together for the last 5 years. Them name the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the triumvirate. Them deadly. Them can play with each other without even looking, me I tell you. It's like poetry in motion when you watch them 3 man there play.
And you play all of them in tens?
All of them. No, what happens is, but always have a defensive midfielder behind the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah? And then play. But then you'd have Theo would have Theo might play the deeper one. Theo would have played like the 6. Yeah? Then Bell and Dylan would have played a double 10. I would push up Dylan and make Bell play 8. Not so Theo? Eh? And then rotate.
You
You understand?
Leader play 6, Builder play 10, and Dylan play 8.
Yeah. You get me?
I'm excited to see the under 17 team and play.
Come on, and not only that, you remember what Theo used to play, right?
Yeah, and I left back him say.
And centre half. So he can tackle. Trust me, he can tackle and can read the game. So when you think we push him up on the left wing, no, brother. Play him yourself. Put him on the 6 and put the other 2 in front of him.
In a team like this, in this under 17 team, I think that Tia might take. I think that he would have played my
well,
bro, probably go. If you ever pick one of them.
Here's a German, they're wicked.
Bad man. And what happened with Theo? Theo have the range. But what happens that Theo can out them? This is how them play now. Is that them just rotate the position them, you know? You get me? They rotate the position them. With a 6 behind them. So you don't get all, you see all portion. You just put all portion of 6 and say, yo, just stay behind them and win the ball and give to them. Just imagine, right? Think about how we look now in training. This is a Phoenix team. If we're playing a game now, this is the team. You know the name Nelson. While they playing at the Europa Cup for Georges and scored the 3 goals.
Yeah. 2 Achiko that game.
They are Phoenix, you know. So they're on one wing, you know. I whisper them on the next wing, you know. You understand? Then you have Zane or Bikey back to full 100, you know. Then in the midfield now, you have a Theo, you have a Dylan, you have a Bell, you have a Isco, you have a you have Zane, you have Conte, Nosy, yeah. And then at the back line now you have Dujuan, Itis, Brick. But what people don't realize, and this is going to be, I'm telling you now, see this youth named Kuta? He's going to, Dujuan going to go, and we're going to make money. I'm going to be a top player. But you see what Kuta going to do to the Manning Cup next year? People are going to walk and talk to themselves about that youth. Him smart. What?
Yes, sir. Clip that video here and play it again next season.
Clip it and play it next season. Kuta, he is technical, smart, fast, strong, can tackle. Brother, that Kuta it is round there, man. Cause remember, you know, it is them can sign till them turn 18, you know. So whether I like it or not, whether I fly them out and them do online school or not, like what the JC man them said them do. Yeah? And them man they play Manning Cup, you know, brother. It now go pretty. Because I say you have a lot of players that had to sit out this year because of the treating rule. Now man like Pudi and them man they come in. You tell it? It now pretty. So anyway, yes, Dylan played 10. But let me what went wrong again? The Clarendon team in the Champions Cup. Or with us? Theo, what happened to you? How are you feeling in the Champions Cup game? Against what happened? Tell me.
He's sick. What are the team this sick?
Yeah, coach, you're saying everyone was sick there. Even the goalkeeper Pusai was sick. Everyone was sick those days. I mean, Theo, how did you have to force yourself to play, or like how were you feeling?
I have to force myself to play.
Yeah. No more the players in U17. Yeah, we have a few. Is it 3 that we have Theo, Angel, and Dip? Carlton Brown as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, Angel's not Mona. Angel's plays Phoenix.
And then Dylan John and Jamani Bear from JST.
So I think Mona has 3, and then you have in total Phoenix. You have what, like 5 or 6? Where did you find that, by the way, from Military Gooner?
Yeah, it's on his IG page. Daly's a part of Phoenix, right? The KC player.
Yeah, that's Angel. Yeah. Demario Daly.
Can't complain about that one here. Can't complain about this one. Everybody on the thing's supposed to make it.
Yeah.
I say there isn't much complaint about this under 17 team. Everybody would think supposed to make it.
As Mr.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing? They sent to this group, and they're bringing in another group to evaluate them. You know, and we understand. You know, I mean, hopefully things go right. And as I said with my thing, it could be that they don't want to make the same mistake that was made with Whisper. You know, it could be that they want to have the appearance of being fair, but it also genuinely could be because Meran seemed like a good guy. It could genuinely be that they see the talent in the players and want to play them. The most important thing is that in the last a year before now, or 2 years before now, they could say, well, we have not seen the Phoenix players play because they don't play in schoolboy competitions, they don't play in local competitions. They're only playing against Aston Villa and those clubs, and we don't know what the level of those clubs are. So we can't make any adjustments and call people based off that. Now, when we say, listen, the boys are good, you can't block them. And there is footage of Denzel McKenzie. I licked them shot from 30 yards out against Casey. And there's footage of Whisper. I dribble on the whole Clarendon side and I score. There's footage of Pusai playing excellent football. There's footage of Bell. There's footage of Dylan getting 3 man of the match performances. You know, so there's no way really that their talent can hide, right? But for me, I would want to believe that they're just trying to do the right thing and to be better, you know? I'm okay and I'm willing to bury the hatchet with the JFF, you know? Just so long as they don't deny the evil that was done in the past. See how people make apology for slavery, them, man. Hundreds of years after, them apologize. England and who else was it that said they were going to do? Holland or whatever, I think. Yeah? Just apologize. Just say sorry. We were wrong with the fight, you know. We were wrong for leave out Leon. We were wrong for leave out Whisper. We were wrong. And just don't do it anymore.
Whisper still have another under 20 tour, though.
He does, but at this point, Whisper should not be considered a youth player anymore. When Neymar had the age to play under 20, yeah, he played with the senior team, and then when them have competition or match or so, then bring him down. He was in no training camp on it.
Same thing with Messi.
Yeah, when Whisper there, Genk or Benfica or wherever in there, they call the man to come train with under 20 little youth at that point. When match time, register him, and when match time come, him fly in.
The thing about it is, what I genuinely believe, and this might be a step too far, but I believe that Jamaica should be fielding fully professional and 70% international under 20 and under 20 team and 100% international senior team. To be fair, in my humble opinion. So I believe that we can field an under 20 team that's all play. We're supposed to have 18-year-olds playing at European and American clubs.
Of course.
Period.
We shouldn't even consider having any player that is 18 and at top level, yeah, in playing in Money Cup. Them should be at the highest level. If it's even playing in another country, in Europe, wherever, they should not be looking at pulling them back. Look at the pace of Money Cup. You watch Leon at 18 and Whisper at 18. It's not, Leon is going faster because he's playing against men. Whisper, at the time when he can slow down and turn and do anything he wants, because some little 15 and 17-year-old youth he play against.
Yeah, man. The whole concept of under 20s, under 20 training camp and so on and so forth is madness, because I believe that our under 20 team should be a team of all internationally based players, or at least 70% internationally based players. Not dual nationals people, like players based overseas. Like if USA call up them under 20 squad, it will be MLS or European based players. Same thing with the majority of squads. So the concept of a 3-week training camp during the Premier League season or during the domestic season for under 20 is madness, because the players should not be available for that kind of camp. The players shouldn't be available. The players should be seasoned playing football for make their money. And then when I talk about this, right? Them come down.
What will allow players to go overseas and be playing at 18, 19 years old in Europe, right? And be able to come back with 1 week, as I said, a week if less training time to go and play in a competition and be synergistic. What would allow that? What would create that opportunity?
We are going to say a unanimous system.
One, a unanimous system practice from the youth levels coming up. That's all Belgium did to create that golden generation. 2, 3 teams, national teams, training at all age group levels, 2 days a week. So you send your best under 15 player to a 2-day camp at JFF headquarters from all over the country, the best team them. They come in, they learn the system, they go back, and they share it with the team. Eventually, it's going to spread and it's going to work. You know, people don't realize, a lot of the things that I was saying before, instead the word system, it's commonplace now and everybody use it, right? Is it 2 years ago? Only one man talk about system, you know. You remember, Brandon?
Yeah, for
Everybody's
sure.
telling me, you remember?
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, but you don't know what you talk about. When I say a national football culture, nobody believe them. I heard people say about the best youth football program being run in the country, Jamaica College. That sounds nice. But I'm going to ask you a question. If Dujuan Richards were playing for Mona, and if Jamani Bell and Satchel were playing for Mona, and Dylan John, yeah? Would there be any team in the Manning Cup that could challenge that team?
Not at all. Run away.
So, how do you claim being the best program?
Valid point.
The thing is, I think JC's objective is different. You know, whether that's right or wrong, their objective is to win. You know, your objective is to develop. Your objective is to get the youth up and out of here to be professional footballers. JC's objective, I honestly believe their objective is to win. So however they are going to win, whether it be to import their players from other islands, whether it be to get the best League Cup players and bring to the school, that's their objective. And if that them try to do it well, they might win the most. You know, their objective is just different from yours.
If you take the best players from all the weaker teams and put them on your team, then the chances of you losing is very hard because you have a bench as deep as your starting team.
Which they do.
When I go and I look over upon my bench, brother, some look a 14 and 13-year-old man, I look at him. Because I am not willing to scavenge and rape a school of its development just for me to pat myself on the back and beat my chest. What JC has done with their recruitment and replacement of their kids that went through first form with Katie's best player, Woolmer's best player, yeah? And leave those schools who work so hard to develop those players to butter, like floundering fish out of a water after they've invested all their equity, money, time, coaching into these players, and then have those players put on a shirt, win Manning Cup and beat them chess, and probably will not be able to spell Jamaica College. I think it is the biggest disservice to schoolboy football that anyone could ever do. Recruitment at a school level, schooling, which is football education, academic education. That's why you go school. Yeah? Social education. What are you teaching the young kids who got through first time? What you teach at Dylan John? The man committed to the school, leave as a prep school champion, go to JC, play, skip all that Phoenix training for their Manning Cup training. I bring in some little man from down on KT and from, where them come from? St. Vincent and St. Lucia and all over the place. I replace them and them just to try and win a Manning Cup.
You have to understand still, Mr. Butler. Dylan John is going to be at 16 next season.
I don't think Dylan John will be playing Manning Cup next season.
Well, that is on your.
I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, but if he was,
if I were him, I wouldn't play. As I think his dad told me before the season start that Dylan, this was his last year playing Manning Cup.
Which grade him in a grade 10?
Eh?
Grade 10 him in
a grade 10 or 11. Dylan a 16 now, you know.
Well, if you're in a grade 11, then simple Mona High School next year. Easy.
No, but that is not it. Dylan need to move to the next level.
we saw with the likes of Alexander Bicknell, you know, attending Mona High School for 6 form years, and would have.
You get easy at 6 form.
Yeah,
you get easy at 6 form. But more, what's your perspective on
But
this?
they brought in this 3-player rule,
which is madness.
Which I don't think was employed well at JC, by the way. Do the maths. Yeah.
No wonder, bro. Wonder JC. I wonder for real. But
it could not have been employed well at JC. But you know what?
My place to say.
You know, it is your place to say because you should call out things where you don't say, right?
I know my place to speculate. Sorry. You see, if I find out that JC have 4 transfers playing, best believe Joe Margram is going to say it. But I'm not 100% sure. But when you think about it, it probably look fishy. I'm not afraid to say that because I'm not really afraid of nobody at all. But
why is it that all of those players from the other islands were not allowed to play the first part of the season, but the second part of the season them just a run?
Questions to be asked. And I forgot to try to get somebody.
Do you know that there's a rule that said that if you don't appeal in the first 48 hours after the game, you can't appeal again, right?
I did not know that.
Of course. How well do you think that may have been manipulated throughout the season? How many games were videoed during the preliminaries?
Not a lot.
Okay. Anyway, man, them win them competition. And as I said, I made a very valid and solid statement. With the investment that Jamaica College has put into the Manning Cup, anything other than victory would have been a failure.
Yep.
The investment. Can you imagine the amount of money where them spend?
Tens of millions.
For them youth, bring them youth from foreign. For do whatever them have to do. For get the man who come from other schools to be eligible to play. Just imagine how much it would have cost them.
About the politics, but what I can say is nourishment and just to turn on the lights,
feed them
and stuff
house
like that.
them.
Tens of millions. Tens of millions.
Yeah? Transport them. You know, I grew up. If this system existed, if what JC is doing now existed when I was a kid, I would never have played Manning Cup, you know. I would never, because I was one of the kids who people didn't know how good I was until they put me on that field at 14, 15-year-old. They didn't know. So it's like you have a kid on the bench, and him just he's a good little tactical thing.
This thing with like
and you bust him, and him just blossom. And you motivate him, and became top.
Dylan John possibly I could be one of those players that who knows in a 2 years time I'm gonna be a captain JC. Because we see a lot of they stand
2 years time.
Who wouldn't have been starting on a team like
2 years time, Dylan is 18 years old, you know.
Yes, so that man should tell us that he would have been captain in
Yo,
JC.
anyhow, Dylan John at 18 years old is still in Jamaica. He need to fire Craig Butler. And box him in the face and don't talk to him again.
Can't fight upon that one day.
No, a good talk that. But what I'm saying is that it's not necessarily say, oh, we'll fight out Dylan John. You get me? But Dylan John is for Manning Cup standard.
Hold on. Dylan John is just one of many, brother.
No, man. And
as far as you can push out.
Exactly. As far as they're concerned, Dylan is going to be here in his senior year. So
yes, I tell you the thought process.
They must say we have 19-year-olds now. We're going to win Manning Cup with 19-year-olds. Then those 19-year-olds are going to go, and our 15 and 16-year-olds are going to become 17 and 18-year-olds. And then they will come and win the Manning Cup.
You know, Mona played against JC Colts this year. You know what the score was?
What?
2-0.
Well, to be fair,
in the quarterfinal round. You know what the technical level of the kids that were playing for JC was?
How was it?
Horrible.
Well, them have a few players that play Manning Cup still. Like Dylan John.
Understand what I say? Listen. Let me share what I say to you. If a man brings in, if I name Jamaica College, If I'm a little youth, I take an exam, right? If you're a little youth, I take an exam right now. What is your first choice? If you're a footballer, what is your first choice?
JC.
God, JC just with Monica. What is your second choice?
KC.
Not mine. But
KC with the well. Yeah? What your third choice?
And then me just start probably go then and
all right. No. Hold on.
Footballer.
Hold on. So, if that is the case, the youth them will win prep school. If the youth them will win prep school, win primary school, come second and third or whatever, the whole of them are picked for go JC. What first farm look like in terms of talent pool? Okay.
That's why they win Pepsi.
Yeah, but what happens between Pepsi and Money Cup?
That's true.
What happened to them in Colts this year? Them win? Okay. So how you can get the best talent them out of prep school and it doesn't transition into the Money Cup team? It is because of the level of coaching that you have. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They cannot continue to develop because they can't coach. Yeah? You see the youth named Father will play central midfield first? The one that you say
the 14,
what the other number 6 is. Yeah? Now that youth, you know, when I get that youth to them, wasn't very impressive at all, you know. But yet, look at him now. You get me? He's 16. Portion, 16. Papa, 16. You know much of them man that JC come after already? Just come, man. You can sit out a year and by the time you reach 18, you win Money Cup. What about developing your own? How does it feel hurting KT in the way they hurt KT, brother? If I was KT coach, if you were KT coach, how would that feel?
Rough, but we spoke to Linval Dixon about it. Now, Linval Dixon was very professional about it. He was like, you know, at the end of the day, we don't have the resources to carry these players to the level.
Linval Dixon is not the KC coach.
No, man.
KT coach.
Yeah, but Linval Dixon is coach at Haile Selassie. And he has some players that he is, and we are certain that he will not have in a few years. For example, Kevin Hibbert, 15-year-old goalkeeper, outstanding. And we asked Linval Dixon about him, and he said, he know he's not going to be here in a few years. Yes, he'd love to keep him all the way up to, but he know he's not going to be here because he said out time one more that Haile Selassie just does not possess the resources to carry Kevin Hibbert to Kevin Hibbert's next step, whether it's college or the professional level.
What do you mean resources? Linval Dixon was a former national player that went all the way to, he never got World Cup.
Yeah, of course, he was one of the leaders.
So we are talking about him to have the resources. Him have friends, Bibi, I'm friend. The whole of them money, what they are foreign, Goodison, the whole of them money. Fitzroy Simpson, who's that agent, is him friend. Don't tell me you have the resources. Keep your players. Keep your players and develop them.
Is Haile Selassie pay Linval Dixon? And like
listen, Linval Dixon. Listen.
He's an employee of Haile Selassie.
Listen, whether him is an employee of Haile Selassie or not, remember a duty to the youth them.
Yeah.
To get them to the next level and get them to believe in themselves, and to the school, to get the school to believe in themselves and to work to make it happen. But if you ever see me going up a morning, if a man even go on like he want to come mow my grass, you know. You understand? Sometimes you have to fight people and say, listen, you can be better. You must have pride in yourself. If you ever hear me school my assistant coach every day for that interview that when him talk about him don't want to face JC in the semi-final, so him hope so him win. What we are talking about? The man are better than we. If you don't have that mentality, how your players going to believe in themselves? What you bother train for inter competition for? If you go and see some man have some money and buy up some player, them man, fill up them thing. Come in a see no system in a JC yet. Do not see a system. Maybe I am blind, but I do not see a system. I see a lot of talented players working hard.
Question. I have a question. So don't you think that there are schools that just simply do it? I'm not talking about Invalids, not a Haile Selassie. Say a KT or a Vauxhall or a Clancarty.
Yeah,
That will
but remove the quote-unquote Linval Dixon from
No,
Haile
man.
Selassie. That's Haile
Well, I
Selassie.
know. So don't you think that those schools that don't necessarily have the resources, the nutrition, the field, some of them didn't even have training kits. Now we talk about money have to run the thing. You know, I think some of those students are better served at a school that can provide them the opportunity to go pro.
All right, tell me one of them schools. Tell me one of them schools. Just tell me a school.
Look for
Where?
McConaughey last year and this year. Look, the man literally put on 15 pound of lean muscle. McConaughey is a machine. Last season
Because he had the ability to train and he had the ability to get food and he had all of those things.
So the schools
Listen,
schools should do better.
Listen. The school can do better. That's what I'm saying. It is nothing to do.
Yeah, but until the school them do better, the youth them have got JSC. Until the school them do better, me I go take up my
No. Until listen, if you have a coach or a principal that is not seeking to develop his program properly, get rid of him.
No, I'm with you. But until then, what do you them do? McConaughey would have been 18 this season, playing at KT and dropping out in the second round.
Yeah, not even talk about Manning Cup success. I don't care about Manning Cup.
No, I know,
success.
but
Drop out in
so the development and the experience, it wouldn't be where I'm experienced at JC.
No, but
so while
it's not about dropping out in the second round, because you
even
still
the
have
development.
gems. You still have gems that play for.
Do you not think that the development that Dylan John would have gotten, or another striker would have gotten, had Marquand Aldridge not left his school and gone to JC, that do you not think that robs that kid of that development?
To be fair, because at the
when
end
you're
of the
saying
day-
you're doing development and helping whatever, you not take away next you chance.
Not from the school's perspective. I agree with you from the school's perspective, but from the player's perspective, don't you think that gives the player a better opportunity?
you know what me saying?
No. Let me share something else with you.
No.
Let me share something else with you.
High school.
Listen up. I'm gonna say it now. I'm not take it back. You see, once you turn a sellout, you will never have the fortitude.
So, coach, what about Leon Bailey leaving Genk? Going to Liverpool?
Every transfer is not a sellout, man.
No.
You don't have to tell me
that. Listen. Right now, to this day, I'm still part of Genk. To this day, Leon is still part of Genk. Once a Genki, always a Genki. Yeah, that's our slogan. Yeah. Leverkusen, the work self. A football club is different than a school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A school is about loyalty, about love, about family, about your students, your education, you're proud, Fortis, fervent, whatever.
But you talk about education, you talk about opportunity.
Not two schools.
Some schools.
You talk about everything. JC supersedes Kingston technically in every possible way. And had
okay, let me ask you a question now, right?
You going to?
Let me ask you a question. Mona 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Different Mona now. See,
where were they 2 years ago in people's minds, in the boys' minds, the school mind, even them own self?
They got a new principal and new coach, right?
Listen to what I'm saying. The principal has been there 8 years. Yeah.
So what sparked the change?
The coach.
All right.
That's the point. These schools.
But get what I'm saying though. The principal was wise enough. To say, listen, I'm gonna have a vision. Let me try get this vision for my school.
I agree with you, coach, but my thing is take it up with KT. You don't take it up with JC.
What do you think? Do you think Papine is on the same level as KT?
Do you think who?
Papine? No, not at all.
Papine is worse.
Yeah.
They're on the same level.
Papine worse than KT, bro.
All right. Papine had not scored a goal much in the last 6 years. You hear me?
That's not alone.
Papine had not scored a goal, I think, in the last 3 to 6 years in Manning Cup. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Second of all, they had not won a game in the last 3 to 6 years.
Yeah.
And especially this year, they were awful.
And as awful as they were this year, I think they won 2 games or 1.
No, man, they won 1 game.
One game.
Last 8 and
This year they
2
did better than last year.
Yes.
Sure.
And they scored. How many goals?
They scored 9 goals.
9 goals in 1 year. Mentality change. Equipment. You know what they did? They went out and asked the things in the community for support in Papine. And they got it.
Coach, I'm not fight upon that in a coach.
No, I agree, 100%. The schools have to do better, bro.
But you see, until the schools do better,
the youth them have to find them.
My son, I got KT and Jamaica College interested, without a doubt. Because I know say my son I got put on 15 pound of muscle in a 1 year, and I know say I get a D1 full ride. At the bare minimum. At the maximum, he might go play pro. But they probably said my son go more to high school too.
Hey, hold on. So you think it run?
Huh?
How many players from JC Manning Cup team last year got a full scholarship?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but I know say players from JC get full rides. Yeah, for sure.
Brother, let me tell you something.
If them
How
do
many
work.
players that could have been professional footballers didn't get the opportunity to go, didn't get the development that they needed to go?
Too many.
At JC.
Too many. Over the years.
JC Manning Cup team that won last year, how many of those people actually transitioned to the next level?
In terms of pro?
KC.
Maybe 1.
How many got scholarships? How many got scholarships? Because they have a brand new team. How many got scholarships?
A couple.
When they say a couple, what do you mean? 2?
No, I'm not sure the exact number. I know Barkley in a college, Watson in a college. So a couple players. But I'm not sure the exact number, man.
So what I'm saying to you is going to JC and playing Manning Cup does not automatically guarantee you a college scholarship in D1. Second of all, 99% of the players that are playing don't have the grades to go to college.
I just that the thing. If me have my son would have the grades regardless.
That's
just the grades. Once them
How many junior colleges did Tyreek McGee go to and could not get in? Best player in a JC history so far.
And grades couldn't get in a junior college.
On grades.
History. A quick correction.
I take it back, but one of the better players.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree with you. The schools are letting these boys down, and the schools need for the better, man. It's not just all about winning. You can't just exploit the talents of the youth, and them do it with champs too. Where them not care after the competition done. So I'm with you with that. But me just talk about the interest of the students. Me and Macon Ajita, me stand out in the Manning Cup in our team and in our program that is not even halfway where they should be. And a program that is at there.
You know, so a man approached me about a certain player. And a man said to me, would you help to move that player? Because you know, I have a capacity as an agent. Yeah. You know what my answer was?
What that?
Absolutely not. Because if that player can do that to the school or develop him and nurture him, if that player can do that to the school that develop him and nurture him for 5 years, what would he do to be as an agent the minute that somebody come and offer him something bigger? Throat get bust like a Billy Rama goat.
It's not that simple, man.
Because Kyle told us, Kyle told us how Leon Bailey's move affected him in his career.
I would never hear that yet, not even from you. You know,
get me, and I wouldn't consider Leon a disloyal person. But Leon Bailey's move not only affected the club that he was at, being the best player at the club. I can't say he was the best player at Genk when he moved on, but it affected his brother. It affected his brother's whole career. But his
Whole career.
Kyle understood that because Leon is who he is.
Take
Being
one
the
for the
man
team.
that Kyle is, he made the sacrifice, and there's a lot of respect in that. But some would say that Leon Bell was disloyal. I wouldn't say that.
No,
And I
it was
don't
not
think Leon
disloyal.
Bell.
Hold on. You don't know the full 100 of the story.
I'm sure.
Let me share a piece of it so you understand.
All right.
Most clubs in Europe, in Belgium, work with about 3 agents. Yeah?
Yeah.
And those 3 agents, especially with foreign players, they're recommended to leave whoever brought them there, whoever that agency is, and move to that agent as their manager because that agent, quote unquote, can get them to the next level.
Yeah.
Until that player moves to that agent and disowns the people that brought him to that level before, they will say he's not ready to move and they don't want to move him. You understand? I can't say too much on nationality on the open space. But fact is that we made the decision after we agreed to a certain amount of time at Genk that we must take it in our hands, because if not, the player would have to leave us, me, his manager, to go to that player that agent who's recommended.
Mm-hmm.
And until that happens, he wasn't going nowhere. So we take it in our hands. And it caused a stir. You get me?
Yeah.
But it also created a lot of respect for the Phoenix Sports Management Program. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Grand Hero, a mistake me make, man. Trust me. There were Richard Pat Cover McDonald, Schenk, Woodstock, Jimmy Sinclair, going all the way back. Maggie, you know, nowhere near this, so don't worry. It's a mistake. What I'm saying is, I would have wanted to say was he was the best player that season.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But for me, what I'm saying is, instead of stopping gaps and instead of seeking to recruit a player over there and take him and put him in this position or that position, you should be looking at building your own, taking care of your own, right? One of the things that we want to do, we want to make sure so them youth that do them schoolwork. And the principal, Kevin Jones, and the teachers, all of them really committed to that. The parents committed to that. You know? Yeah, we all want them to be professional footballers. I was sitting down with Dante father yesterday. I said, listen, I have one flaw that I'm fixing with Dante, and by the time he's 18, he's going to sign. Sure of it, right? And his father saying, but I don't want Dante father. You know, me and Dante father close, right? So I said, him say, I don't want him to finish school and not have any grades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And my position was, he's gonna do well in his schoolwork.
Which now they can close him eye and get the TXC.
Who?
Dante.
In Bright, your father.
Close him eye and get TXC.
Yeah, but I'm bright, man. Bright. So like you that when him go Belgium, him learn Flemish, you know, 2-2s. But at the same time, we must continue to push that level, right? A man asked what happened to Sharky. Sharky's back at training. He had taken a sabbatical off. Sharky had been the leading goal scorer at the club. He was in Austria, MVP of the league. Went down to Malta, went to Genk, played under 21 at Genk. Went to Malta, played player of the season, goal of the season. He came home and he wants to start again. So he's working on his fitness to go back again. You know, a lot of people like to to take a break. Sometimes they have to take a professional football hard and it's lonely. So sometimes people take a break and restart it again. But we'll see what happens. For you guys, Zimenez, I think, is gonna transition very, very soon. He will leave. If Zimenez don't leave this weekend, he'll probably leave by next. You know? But he's going into Europe. So as I said, for me, guys, I know come no hard on JC.
Yeah. And it's an important conversation.
But I want you to understand. Yeah? I played Money Cup for JC.
Mm-hmm.
I bled blood for JC. As probably their most committed. Them youth who are playing man center half down don't know about commitment. But dive and buck ball off a man foot and take kick in the head. Right?
Mm.
But there's a saying. If your brother is doing wrong and you know he's doing wrong, and you sit back and say and do nothing about it, then you don't love your brother. You understand? I love Jamaica College. And it pains me to see this recruitment methodology that they're doing versus development methodology. You're a school.
Can I play devil's advocate for that person? Or the player from St. Lucia that they recruited. What other opportunities do kids and players from St. Lucia have outside of maybe trying to find a place in Jamaica? Right? Like that's their.
You want my answer to that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the reason countries like England, France, Holland create roadblocks. Yeah? The roadblock in England, that is, if you want a work permit to play in their Pro League, their Premier League, you must have 75% of your country's last 15 games as a starter to qualify for a work permit. In Holland and France, you must pay, the club who is hiring the player must pay the player 400,000 euros or more per year in order for the kid to get a work permit. No. Why do they do that? They want to ensure that only the very best outside of their country is getting the opportunity. So that their homegrown talent, is not replaced on that football pitch. That the opportunities that is there for their homegrown talent is not sidelined. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, a Dylan John, who is homegrown at JC, and Dylan is not by any, it's just coming out Dylan when I say it, right? Yeah. You have whole heap of players, Demario and Harris, right? Mona Prep top striker, JC Pepsi top striker, yeah? Then push him up, yeah? You know that Theo used to go JC?
Never know that. Never know that JC used to go. So he was on a 3?
Yeah.
Damn. So, why are other 3? Why are other 2?
Dujuan and Dip.
Because Dip used to go Georges. Where do
Dip go Georges, then go Europe for 2 years and come back and them still say my phone.
Which school Dujuan used to go?
Eh?
Which school Dujuan used to go?
Dujuan used to go Papi.
But the JC side, them have a secret used to go KC.
A secret was KC.
Makwana used to go KP.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait now.
Woolmans.
Kante. Where Kante used to go?
I'm not sure. Tell you now.
No.
Oh, you're talking about Fidem Kante or your Kante? Because 2 Kante.
That one.
Oh, Fidem Kante. I never know that. Fidem number 8.
Where Saka used to go.
I'm not sure who Saka used to go.
Saka
was Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, I come from that side.
No, Celine was Woolmans. Rasika Rose was KC. Makanaji was KT.
So that's 3 already.
Yeah. So on to the man then from foreign.
I guess them no
But
count.
the
That
foreign
are
one them no count.
the
But
loophole.
me know say Lynch,
Okay.
Pico, and Mac on a 3. So if you say Saka never go there from scratch, that a 4.
Michael went to Tivoli Gardens before he went to JC.
Who Michael Graham?
Yes.
There's some question.
I get the night still about.
You want to get night, brother? Me ask my question. Them, but
It's spooky. From him mention it the first time, me I said that is a conversation to have. But when you start go through the name them three, I can name 3 of them off at the top of my head. Just 3 alone off the top of my head. So interesting conversation. Why you never appeal? Cause them beat it up.
Because for me, yes. Because for me, I am not going to win in a boardroom. You put football player up on a football field against me in the same age group, I can play.
Yeah.
You understand? And if I lose, the only thing I'll ball about is the referee thief. Or I believe the referee was unfair.
because you in yourself know that this quota system is madness regardless.
Of course it's madness.
But you use it to your benefit, it kind of hypocrite.
But then, if I was to follow what you're saying, which is some school just have to give up the player because them can't develop them program. Look at Mona.
No, man,
Mona
Mona,
went from being
Mona have the influence of Craig Butler and Leon Bailey, Jamaica's most in terms of
brother, no. Craig Butler and Leon Bailey are not the only people that can develop football. I'm not God.
No,
Brother.
If KT did have a Craig Butler and Leon
Listen,
Bailey,
now you used to go Arden.
Yeah, both of us went to Arden.
So you can't go get some company and thing and get them to sponsor up Arden and look, hold on now. I'm gonna look a good coach and get him to go down there and help Arden.
KC first. Okay, go
right? You can't do that. Hold on, you can't KC all right, but you can't do that down Haile Selassie. There are companies that are around Haile Selassie, you know.
I'm
Businesses
sure
and factories, you know.
We not go around it. It's happened. But every school is supposed to be developed to the level of a Jamaica college, or at the very least, I'm on a high school to what they are right now. But because the schools aren't doing that, the Jubi them have up and go.
And you only have
No. Something named pride. Tell you something.
My father told me this.
Do you know? Hold on. You think I was always like this?
Like what?
How I am today.
Man, I am today.
Man, I am, yeah.
Eh?
I would like to
I reckon there's a turning point. But watching a coach, you need to come on the Decide at Sports TV and identify to us the turning point. What made
there was no turning point. I've been like this. Listen up, I've been like this from the day I come out of prep school and walk through the doors of Jamaica College.
Believe it.
You understand?
Yeah.
Nobody never is not money change me or where am I traveling in the world or anything like that. I've always been the same way.
You're one of the fortunate ones still, to be fair.
But no, I just believe. If I never believe in a brother, none of what happened with Leon or anybody else would ever happen.
Man. As I say, like how Kyle come tell me, you need to come tell me.
I want to hear the story there, you know. You see the Leon Bailey transfer story where the club never want Leon leave.
That can't go, listen, that can't go public.
Yeah.
Oh.
Other players who need to go to Europe and Belgium too.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that story. What I want is, I got it from Kyle's perspective. I'd love it from Leon's perspective, from Sharky's perspective, and lastly, I'd love it from your perspective. Because I'm sure them little boy there, them just did play football. Them never have to worry about nothing. That couple years of your life, they're supposed to gray out.
What?
So
no, but you can literally see it, you know. You can see when I leave it.
Yeah.
We have full head of hair, dark hair, and everything. This is 6 months later. We are white like snow.
Come on and decide that come make you know, man.
No, it must have been.
I don't know if I want to do no more of them things.
No, we don't.
No football talk.
I know football talk. Yeah.
You know one thing I can tell you though. That experience has made me humble. A lot of people think that, oh, Craig Butler is arrogant or is this. I'm not, I'm not arrogant. I'm not cocky or show off or nothing like that. I just believe, and I believe in calling a spade a spade. You know that I saw Dennis Strong at the game, right?
So we never there sit down beside each other?
No, I was sitting over the other side.
Yeah, basically, not directly, but very, very
You
close.
know that we actually came into contact.
No, I never saw that.
When I went down onto the pitch,
yeah,
to see to hug Whisper and to hug Bob, or they're both my players and Dylan, came over to me and said, "A big side win." You know what my statement to him was? You're a liar and you're an apologist. You should apologize to Leon Bailey and to Phoenix for what you're doing. You're an embarrassment. You wrote that letter, Stone Hill, Phoenix, a lesson in development, and you wrote about how the ostracization and what they're trying to do to us, and that the country may never see these players again. And you turn around and about face and act as if nothing never happened. I never know nothing. You understand? So I don't care if it means the GenSec or the President of the United States. You do not look at any of my players and see the pain that you put them through and turn around and downgrade it to, oh, it's nothing. There were two sides. I don't know that. You don't know about it. Of course you do. Your son was a part of the game, the team. Your son is still a Phoenix. Your son will verify everything we said. Believe that. So, me's a man in a business, brother. I talk it like it is, but I tell the truth. And who don't like it can do what they want to do. You get me?
Yeah, fight you.
That is it, coach. But what you know, Mr. Butler?
Gotta go. Hey?
Because we have a busy day tomorrow. But as I said, we want the European experience from Craig Butler's perspective.
No JFF talk.
We don't need to talk, but it's not gonna be live neither. So we're not gonna have the whole heap of chattering on the side. And then the next thing we want to do is address what you just addressed a while ago. Because we gave Mr. Chung an open platform to speak uninterrupted, and we'd love to give you the same to rebut.
Brother,
that's two things we want to talk about.
Let me tell you this, and sometimes I ask, why do you think I send you screenshots or of emails and things? You have all the evidence that what Mr. Chung was saying was not true. Why never just put it in front of him? Answer that.
By put up, you mean put up the screenshot that you sent on the stream?
Of course.
Oh, you want us to make whatever you send us?
Why you think I sent it to you? When he was lying, why you never say, huh?
No, man. When you send those things in, I say don't make them public. If we're being 100,
unless you're dead.
If you are,
what I'm saying to you is,
if you want, we do a show.
Hold on now. If somebody is on, if I'm on this show, and I'm saying, yo, Rush, say, them man never do X, Y, and Z to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Chung is Mr. Chung, Dennis Chung send you.
Still not gonna bring it up unless
wait. Him send you evidence that what I'm saying is a lie with my words. You don't think you should actually even ask the question?
We ask questions, but it's not our place to argue. Unless
you can't say, boss, this is something. Or show me different.
You know what I do? You know why I can't say that? Because he's going to ask where, and then I'm going to be buck and shuffling.
Brother, if we can put
you have a buck and shuffle. Say Craig Butler sent it to me just 2 minutes ago.
I will put it up on the screen. I have no problem with that. But if something is shared in confidence and you say, don't mention it, don't talk.
I'm not going to
Can't
mention it
talk
because
about
then when I'm not going to reveal my source, it's going to seem incredible.
But now that you make it public, if you want to do a show and invite Mr. Chung and speak on the things that you sent us, we don't have a problem.
And then ask you, I will 100%.
But you can't expect
150% do that. And vice versa. If Mr. Chung
Listen. Hold on. If I send you an article that if you type in right now, Stony Hill Phoenix Arresting Development, DC Jottings, written by Dennis Chung, written in 2007, and you read it, and then listen to what him said, is his own words, you know, brother. It's right there in the public domain, you know.
And word for word, this was my question to him. You were around at the time. Because him said on the interview, say, yo, I was there with Phoenix. Him said on the interview, but I don't know if you see it. He said it out of his own mouth. So he said, like how you did there. You know, see the things that would reach them. And him go around, like him respond politically.
Yeah, so we did ask.
Do you know that when Leon signed at 15 his first endorsement contract with Nike, do you know who was at the head table sitting beside me?
Talk to me.
Dennis Chung. So it's when him a go on like him, I know him the day they know everything what them they do.
As I'm saying, we can't tell him how to go on when we ask the question. We only can ask the question. Just like how we can ask you the question. So you will never ever hear us up here arguing about your answers. No.
It is very painful to see a man.
Finish, because this man understand. Finish.
To see a man so buried in seeking to spin something that him literally willing for destroy one word. The Bible says, you know, what does it gain a man to gain the whole world? What does it benefit a man, I think it says? To gain the whole world and lose his own soul.
Yeah.
The world.
You understand?
See, pre Mr. Butler. But on a serious level, Mr. Butler, I forget going now, but
yeah, man, me too, I'm tired.
It's 3 hours.
Questions.
You're talking. I'm not talking, and I'm tired.
All right, a lot of things tonight. It was really good.
No, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm proud of the youth. Them excited for the call up. Them. Yeah, some talent.
Proud of Leon. Back in the Premier League now, getting ready for the second part of the season.
You know, my fantasy team. So need to, you know, give me a goal on the first return.
Yeah, man. He likes the coach.
I want it from your perspective to Mr. Butler.
Eh?
Yeah, work boy.
We want it from Leon perspective too.
No, brother. Leon, I don't. Leon is too. How Leon deliver things is kind of too powerful. He might get the nation up in arms.
We are get to the level, man. To the level.
And I don't think that he should listen. So because Leon is a professional footballer now and him at a certain level, and I don't really want him. Make me dirty up myself. Leave him alone. You take the dirt and me take the stab them in the back and them thing there. Make him focus on him football. Make him focus on what he need to get done. Just like Ted. Ted and them man, as I said to Ted, any man come and say they want to talk to you, say no, you're not taking a talk. Talk to my manager. Talk to Mr. Bob. Because you have man who manipulate young youth. You understand? And you don't want that. You need to keep them focused. And that's why you have a manager. Manager is a zealous advocate for his players' rights. You understand? Zealous with zeal. Coming from the word zealot. Google it. That's the way it come back to you. So anyway, guys, good night.
Yeah, man.
Hope you feel better. Hope I feel better. I hope I don't dead before the year out. Yeah.
You have a good holidays. I hope
you guys have a good holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eat up enough ham. I'll be cooking Christmas dinner, all being well if I'm alive. I'll be cooking up Christmas dinner. I'll be doing they could tell on them guys away. They call them love when Christmas. They don't tell it. When they run the Christmas dinner, I cook for 3 days straight, you know, brother. Me do it, you know, me and Shelly. Do it, man, and enjoy Christmas. So we're looking forward to it. It's my favorite time of year. I get to see most of my players. So good night and Brandon, safe travel when you go to Canada.
Thank you.
Please come back. We love you and we need you here.
Big up.
Enjoy. Love and respect every time.
All right. Night, guys.
Peace out, everybody. Enjoy. Don't stop support. We here. Love every time. Good night.